man, the Master Rock, Rick Rock. I see my man, Big Slip in the house. Don Bolo, what's up, Doc? I'm going to let this logo run for a minute. Let a few people line up here. I'm going to bring y'all in just a minute, folks. We're going back to the Compton Compilation. 32 years ago, we put this thing together, produced by DJ Slip, featuring Compton's Most Wanted, Rick Rock, Jolly Joe, the Twins, PG-13, and a few other folks that we're going to talk to in just a few minutes, folks. But right now, we're just lining the show up, getting it started. It's officially 6 o'clock. The party's about to start right about now. This your boy Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. Like I say every week, y'all, from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. From the eve after dark to picnics in the park. We do this on a regular basis, y'all. Today we are live. We are live with my folks from the Compton Compilation, an album we did on Kru-Cut Records 32 years ago, folks. 32 years ago. These guys were the crew that came in right after me and Dre then broke up. Hey, what's up, Vanilla C? Oh, but that ain't her. Vanilla C was in the house also. I'm going to bring my boy in. First of all, Big Slip. He was the one that brought me the project. What's up, Big Slip? How you doing, Doc?
Doing all right, man. Just chilling. That's all,
Good seeing you, man. I'm glad you were able to hang out with us for a minute.
Oh, yeah. I'm good, man. With the house, just relaxing. Trying to stay COVID-free, that.
Trying to stay corona-free. I ain't mad at you, man.
Yeah.
Quicksand will be here also. Look here, folks. I think about y'all sometime, man. I laugh at some of the stuff that we did back in the day. We was putting this album together, the shit we had to go through, the fun we had, just the whole thing, man. Because I think about y'all. I tell people, I said, you know what? The Compton Compilation crew was probably some real, I ain't gonna call y'all gangsters, but y'all was real dudes, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all was real dudes. Y'all had my back when we had that issue with your boy Vince. Y'all was, when I would take my trash cans out at nighttime, man, it sounded like I lived in a recycling bin, because that shit would just be glass everywhere, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All the 40 ounces y'all killed. And when I look back now, man, and I've had the pleasure of running into y'all one by one or in a group from time to time, I see all y'all doing fantastic, man. Yeah. Tell them what you're doing right now, Slip.
Oh, me? Not too much of nothing right now, man. I don't want to really go into it, but doing okay.
Okay.
I kind of retired from the music, and you know what I do, but I just want to speak on it right now,
Okay. I can respect that. When I heard what you were doing, I was really impressed. I'm like, wow, that's a big difference from lifting speakers and making beats, Doc.
Yeah. It is. It's a different world, man, but it's good.
All right, I'm gonna bring Alex again right quick, man. I see he's in. He stepped in. Rick Rock, what's up with your money? I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There you go, Doc.
All right, I was on mute.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing terribly well, I must say.
I'm glad to hear that, Doc. I was just telling you, I'm glad to see y'all were able to respond, come on board and hang out with a brother for a minute. Just something to do, man, in the COVID afternoon. We can't go nowhere. We can't really do nothing. Why not hang out?
That's right. I'm glad to be a part of it.
I'm glad you're here, man. I'm looking for a couple of pictures they sent me earlier today. My man Mike T and some other folks sent me some pictures from back in the day. And I was just telling Rick, man, I said, boy, I'm telling Slip, back in the day, I would take my trash cans out. It would be so much glass in my trash cans for all the bottles. 40 ounces y'all was killing over my house. Boy, it was ridiculous, man. But it's really amazing to see how you guys have evolved into grown-ass men, man. And I'm proud of all y'all, man. I'm proud of all y'all. I talk about all y'all all the time. Y'all ain't the Dre's and the Cubes, but y'all some real dudes that's making things happen. And I like that, Doc. I really do. Yeah. I see my man Brent Page is in the house. That's Tommy's son-in-law. I already called him. I sent everybody the link. Everybody who sent me their email address, they got the link. No, Mike T gonna be here in just a minute.
Yeah.
Somebody got a question for you, Slip. They want to know, do you still use your MPC 3000?
Nah, man. When I make tracks now, I like use actually use do stuff on my iPad now. Use like a machine on
What?
my iPad and make beats. When I
What?
got the 3000, I just don't fire it up, man. Just it's one of those things, man. I got it. And it's like I still do like if I hear something interesting, I collect samples and save them. I save them on discs and stuff. But just the whole urge to really get down, just nah.
Now,
I just want to have fun, man.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, this is the new style. This was what
yeah,
I just got one of these, and it's like a toy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's really
I mean, I got
amazing
it. Yeah.
how far they've come with the technology.
I mean, I
Wow.
still got
How much was that, Rick?
Huh?
How much was that?
What about right under $500? It wasn't
Okay.
little nothing.
'Cause I remember MPC was MPC. They first
Oh,
came out. It was 2,000 all day long.
Right,
I
right,
paid $4,000 for my first 3,000,
You
right.
paid $4,000.
and $4,000 for it. Went to Santa Fe, down to Santa Fe and bought it, man, and $4,000. It
Right.
didn't
Wow.
come with SIMD, didn't come with extra memory.
Wow. I mean, you know what, man? When you think about this, all the technology that we have seen just making music. I remember the first SP12 didn't even have no way
Yeah,
to save the beats. Okay, if you
no,
did, you had to plug it into a Atari disk drive and
yeah.
keep you, man, you go to lunch, dinner, come back, and you still might not have everything saved by the time you get back. You
Right.
talking about? I mean, we had a Wrecking Crew had we had an Oberheim system. We had to
Oh
use
yeah,
a special cassette player to save the Simply tracks so that we can upload that shit when when the shit would fall off. So yeah,
well, I
Doc.
remember. Yeah, and the sync for it, man, that controls CD gate to link it up wasn't no MIDI. Oh,
Right,
that was.
right. You had to be
I
good.
had I had the DMX, the OB, the sequencer, and that. I got rid of all that shit. And when MIDI came along, I said, no, 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 no.
You had the DX and the DX and the DSX.
DSX, and it had the OB8.
When I bought mine cost when I bought the whole system, I bought the DMX first, and
Sure.
that was like $2,000.
Yeah,
The whole system cost me like $4,000. Okay,
yeah,
and as far as I was concerned, that day I was driving the Rolls Royce. I had the Rolls Royce systems because nobody really had that shit back in the day, and
yeah,
it's still, man, it's you can't beat that sound if you want that sound.
yeah, yeah.
Rick, Rack, what you doing these days, Doc?
Well, I want to tag into this conversation real quick. It's thanks to Slip is how I learned how to program on the MPC. They used to go on the road. We was always Slip was working with me and Jolly Joe on the album a lot of times. And I remember they was going on the road one time and I asked Slip, let me borrow his MPC 60. And he gave it to me and I took that in the manual. And that next day, I never got out of my pajamas. I sat there and read that manual from cover to cover. And then ever since then, anytime I was making beats, I would go show him like what I made. And, his master craft would always figure a way how to sharpen my samples. You know what I'm saying? So I really learned the fine tuning, but that's definitely how I got my start. And then everything else kind of snowballed from there. But
Was the whole Sound Control mob a DJ crew?
It started like that. Rick DJ, me and Tommy DJ, and whoever didn't DJ was MC.
So
So
you had MCs and DJs in the crew. How many guys in the crew
exactly.
at its biggest point? Do you remember?
Uh, uh, the biggest crew, including affiliate people, this was with the crew. I mean, the main crew was always about 8 to 10 dudes. It was just just the homies. It was tight.
Now
But
it's funny though, man. All y'all,
at the biggest part, I mean, we rolled deep. We could do 3 or 4 parties one night. So I sent Tommy and them off to go to Ward on Wheels, and I might go to someplace else, and somebody else doing a high school. We might do 3 or 4 parties, man.
wow.
You know,
You brought all stuff from music people, right?
Yeah, that's from music people. Yeah.
Now, music people, for those who don't know your hip hop history, were the same guys that did the sound for Uncle Jam's Army back in the day. That was my boy Edwin, and he decided to lead the business, and Slip took over. And you called it what? You keep the name or what?
we kept the name Music People, but Music People was the sound rental company, and LA Sound Control was the DJ service.
Okay,
So
okay.
you could rent the equipment from us, or you can hire us. So I'm getting paid either way, DJing or spinning. So
Did you? I guess at one point you sold all that stuff again too, right?
what do you say?
You sold all the equipment again.
A lot of stuff, yeah. A lot of stuff is just over the years, man. Just wear and tear, broke down. Plus, we had a couple of incidents that we won't speak of. That certain people need to be dealt with. I know
Uh,
Rick know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah.
like I said, I've always kept private business private, So I don't air motherfuckers out, but
oh
I
man.
got a quick question. Hey, Slip.
yeah,
Now, what about like one of my fondest memories? And I was a kid, and this was like one of my first road trips when we did the thing in San Diego.
yeah,
Carvel literally had to get permission from my mom's to let me roll down there. And
yeah,
but I think we were set up. It was it 3 sets of turntables? Exactly. What was the
yeah. I think it
setup and how
was
many DJs?
about 6 of them. I think I remember it was us because Pooh was there too, right?
Yeah.
This one when Pooh was there and Pooh brought the drum machine. Yeah, that was us, DJ Pooh. I mean, Fat Jack was there, Tommy was there.
You know,
Man, we
I do believe y'all probably one of the most underrated crews on the West Coast, man, because y'all was doing parties and shit too.
yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean,
You know,
yeah, we did it all, man. I mean,
people,
because the funny thing, Lonzo, is how we met Dre and Jinx and them was Jinx grew up, I guess, over off 108th by Fat Jack,
right?
and Fat Jack was originally in the crew before LA Sound Control, and then he quit DJing. But before them, him and Tommy and me were a crew, and so Jinx said, "You good, but you can't serve Dre." So
Uh,
Dre came to 108th over off Van Ness and battled Fat Jack. This is like 1982, 3,
okay.
back before, back before. Yeah, so that's how we met them before we even had Music People. Because
Okay.
what I did when I was I was a lifeguard at Jesse Owens, so
I know that.
I was taking the money I made from lifeguarding and buying equipment.
Okay.
So we had 1200s and all that stuff, and then we would just I started buying gear. That's my pops invested in me because I kept buying equipment and doing parties. But
Okay.
no, that's how a lot of that started, way back then. So Dre
Uh,
came over and battled Fat Jack, and that's how we got introduced to y'all. We didn't even before we even met you.
how do you do, man?
According to everyone, Fat Jack won. I don't know. This is '82. The cats like to brag on what they did and did not do. But no, matter of fact, you know why? You know why Fat Jack won? I'm gonna
Why?
tell you why he won. Because we didn't have 1200s. We had
Ah,
the Techniques P mounts, right?
okay.
With
Okay.
the plug-in cartridge needles with the
Right,
straight
right,
arm. So
right.
if you heavy-handed at all, that arm is going to jump. So we all learned to practice on them shitty ass turntables. So Dre
Okay.
came over. He's 12.
Okay.
So he battled Fat Jack on our equipment. We got the P mount of the P mount task cams, and if you heavy hand, if you ain't delicate touch, that's just gonna skip all over the place. So
Wow.
it wasn't really fair because we learned on bullshit. We always learned
Okay.
on equipment that we had the top notch. So we had to improvise everything we did. We started with the cheapest. We couldn't afford 1200, so they had the P mounts $100 each. I bought 2 of them shits, and then we
Right.
had to buy a new Mark mixer, and that was it.
Right. See, I had a system very similar to that, man. I started off with a belt drive Sanyo turntable,
Oh yeah,
and mine when you move the arm, they start spinning.
yeah.
I had to make a switch to cut them motherfuckers off, so it was a whole different situation. So yeah, I
Oh,
can totally relate to coming up on 1200. They was expensive back then. They was
exactly. Yeah,
in the 80s.
but shit, when we first started, we had 2 of them turntables. They had a little stacker thing that if you scratch too hard, the needle lift off and go up to start a new record. Only remember the turntables. When you stack 3 or 4 albums up, and when it finishes playing, they'll drop
Uh-huh.
the next album and go over. I don't know if you remember them old phonographs. We had 2 of
Yeah,
them
yeah,
shits.
yeah.
That's
I
what
think
started. Me, Fat Jack, Carvel started with that. Yeah.
Now that Joe's trying to join us, but I don't see the video. I don't want to mess up the video. Johnny Joe, come on in, Doc. If you got a video, fire the camera up. So I sit here, man, and the people don't realize that you guys were the first one to bring Easy E to skate, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's and straight out of Compton, they gave credit to somebody else, but y'all was the one that actually did that. That
Yeah, I
was
know. I saw the movie. I saw the movie. It's like I remember this shit. But
yeah,
no, we did it twice though, because the second time they came, I think they came there twice. The second time, I don't think we were involved. The second time, but
right.
actually, it's like they combined two different elements. Because
Oh,
the first show there was no Brian Turner and nobody there. At Priority, there were no record
okay,
scouts on the first that we did.
okay.
Yeah,
How'd you
yeah.
get that? How'd
So
you make it happen, man? Easy was hot. Y'all
you
was
know,
from the same neighborhood,
with the Dre, I said Dre, hey, can I get a show? Did Easy do a show? And yeah, worked it out, and you know, paid him a little cash, and I got Ice Cube for free.
yeah, free.
Yeah,
You booked
I got
Easy, and
Easy for $500 and Cube open for free.
wow. See,
So
this is the kind of stuff that people don't know, man. That's why I tell everybody, man, if you got a story, if you connected to this West Coast hip hop, you need to take time to tell your story. At least stop by the podcast from time to time, man, and just
yeah,
kick it with your boy so we can get some history out here. Because right now it's a big. I don't know if you know about it or not, but it's a big and East Coast West Coast debate on how hip hop on the West Coast started, and so many people only know about N.W.A. And no
yeah,
disrespect to my fellas, no disrespect whatsoever, but a lot of people put in a lot of work before, during, and after that. I mean, you got them. You obviously had them before they blew up at $500. I mean, come
yeah.
on,
Yeah, but we could see the trend. I mean, he was when you come to the hood and you hear Easy bumping every car to drive by, you know it's hot in the streets.
right,
So we like before the radio really got to it, before anything, like this song was a hit, the kids are playing it. Yeah, this before they really,
right.
before it really cracked. Yeah.
How many shows did you do with Skateland? That was your only show with Skateland? You do some more?
No, remember we did a hold
Oh
on,
shit!
hold
Somebody
on,
got
hold on, hold on. Remember, wait, hold on. Remember, man, let's go back to man how promoters used to be. It was beef, right? For promoters, right?
okay,
So you had brought in Real Roxanne, I think,
right,
right?
right,
And you had a Christmas Eve, right, or
right,
something. But we had booked in Eric B and Rakim.
right.
And so when you did your show, it was empty
Okay,
because everybody was saving that money to see Eric B and Rakim.
right.
And so I remember that. I mean, the rumor was that y'all shut off y'all shut our show down because it
What?
was packed. It was packed. The rumor was that somebody called the police to shut the show down.
Did your show down?
Yeah, man. Rumor was somebody from
Oh, 9 times out of 10. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't never called the police, but I know who does, who did.
Yeah,
Okay, if you had a big show someplace, I was a
yeah,
brother. I ain't gonna disrespect him on this show, but he was known for calling the fire department on you. I never did. I mean, as a promoter,
yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
lose.
Because remember, I was working with Roger Clayton and Roger had enemies. Roger had.
Right.
So I mean, I'm just trying to put on the show. I'm not really.
I never did anything like that. I have done shit to him. That wasn't one of the things I did. Okay.
Yeah.
The statute.
No, but the show was, man, it was packed. I'm like, man, I'm gonna make this money to get paid. We finna come up. And the next thing I know, half the skate land's about half full. People are outside the line trying to get in. And next thing you know, the police come and they get closing the parking lot up. And man, we broke just a little bit over breaking even with that show. We was not remember because we was the first ones. We first ones that brought Eric B. Rakim,
Right.
Fresh Prince,
Okay.
Will Smith,
Okay.
EPMD.
These are all your shows.
Yeah, we did EPMD. We did Will Smith, EPMD. Who else we did? Rick, you remember? I'm trying to think, man. We did a couple other people.
All right.
Tone Loc and some other people we did it, man.
So
we did a few. We tried to get. We did Too Short. I had Twin. We were going to do Too Short. I had Twin contact Short directly because I had met Short before. Short agreed to come down and do it. We did posters and everything. And then Short's manager called like, nah, you ain't got no contract, he ain't coming. I'm like, oh shit. So we ended up putting Mixmaster Stay RP on the show instead.
Okay.
But we had already done him once, so the crowd was kind of like pissed, but
Now, quick
that's
question:
thing.
was that a show by yourself or with Uncle Jam's Army?
I think that was a show by herself.
Okay.
Because because Too Short is Twin's cousin.
Right.
So we knew show before, so and this one he just had freaky tales and stuff, right? So this is a good business lesson to learn. So I contacted him directly, negotiated a deal with him directly, and his manager called back like, "Oh, you go through me," and I was like, "Well, he ain't. You act like he a big star." And he's like, "Well, he ain't gonna be a big star if we don't treat him like a big star." You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do business, we're gonna do business. Like, well, she'll get the flyers, print everything. What's up? He's like, "No, he ain't coming."
Okay.
Like, damn. Okay, But
wow.
That's my bad for not asking if he had a manager.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? People don't realize that we put the sound system in Skateland.
Yeah.
You know?
I know that.
We had a ball riding that goddamn system lift around Skateland. I had Craig on the show. It was actually November 18th. Was like the 35th year anniversary or something like that for the grand opening of Skateland. Wrecking Crew. Me and we put the sound system in. Well, you guys pretty much did. I kind of supervised, but Wrecking Crew did the grand opening with Greg Mack, and that was up until Rakim. That was the biggest night they ever had. Yeah, Craig said y'all had about that near 4,500. He told me y'all might reevaluate, check them books again.
Yeah.
All right, I got folks on the line. I got D's Beats in the house. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. I played with Roger Troutman as World Class Wrecking Crew, but when he passed, I still brought Zap to Eve After Dark. I mean, not to the Hollywood Park Casino, and they did a couple of shows for me. James Sims said, "What's up? Was it? I was there for the Rappeteers. Uncle Jam's Army, must be legendary West Coast names. Kelly show respect. Much love to you, Doc." Khalifa Turner says, not sure, but I'm just naming folks that I remember from off of Compton Compilation album. They coming, folks. They coming. They've been on me all day long. I sent everybody out the link. Everybody got the same link, so they should be here in a minute. Jolly Joe is keep on trying to pop up, but I don't see no picture. Jolly Joe, where the picture at? Just maybe the picture. Now, Rick, what you doing these days, man?
I got a lot going on. I'm still here, local in Los Angeles. Just kind of redeveloping myself for this second part of my life. Where I'm at right now, I do have getting heavy into the CBD industry. So I have a company called Sankofa Life Biotics, where I'm a CBD coach, and then I'll be selling premium CBD. But my whole life work right now is to try to help myself and then help the community as much as I can, physically, spiritually, mentally, and financially. And so right now in here in my studio, I have my turntables, I have my beat machine. And so it's like a multi-unit location so that I can kind of just run everything, sell my products here and create the positive content. So that's definitely where my motivation is, and which you'll see me growing over the next couple of years.
Okay. I got a picture right now, folks. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it's a picture of Slip. Look like y'all was all in jail, but I know that ain't the case. Y'all must have been
video.
That's a video. That's a video.
Is it Hood Took Me Under?
Hood Took Me Under, yeah.
That's so how big he's still that tall, but he slimmed down a little bit since then.
A whole lot since then. That's like 5 or 6 40 ounces a day it do to you.
Wow. 5 or 6 40 ounces a day. I remember one time I saw you pick up 2 V32 7 bacon speakers like they was loaves of bread. I'm like, oh, this dude is awesome. I can't piss this dude off, okay? This shit is ridiculous. You picked them two big ass speakers up like they was loaves of bread. I had never seen anybody do that before in my life. We got some more pictures, man. Mike T sent me some pictures. I think Chill might have sent me some pictures also. Let me see what else we got here.
Where's Chill at, man?
I don't know. I'm waiting on him. Now, this right here is a picture of it's a look like a nice shot of Great White. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Great White was the truck.
Big White.
Big White.
Big White.
Big White was the truck. And he hauled all the equipment in, and that's the same truck that we did that home invasion in back in the day.
Man, so you bringing that?
That's why I say y'all, you know, some people get credit for being gangsters, but when it came to getting down and doing gangster shit, I knew the sound control mob had my back 100%. I had to pull yank y'all chain a little bit, man. Come on, dude. I had to yank y'all chain because, like, man, Lonzo, he got the shit. Yeah, it's in Montana, nigga. Let's go. I'm like, what?
It's fucking up opportunity, man. I'm trying to make an album. You know, I'm talking about my first album. And this cat hating. I ain't hate on what he was doing, you know.
Right.
When you use your studio, you making your productions, more power, go and do it. But why you gonna hate on me? What the fuck? There's no reason. Ain't no reason I hate on nobody, Lonzo. Well, there's no purpose. You don't gain nothing from hate, man.
You don't gain nothing from hate, guy. And it was amazing that we were able to pull it off without nobody going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we learned you get in fast and you get out. I mean, like I said, we did some questionable stuff in our youth to do things to come up, but but it's still, man, that shit he pulled, that was some bullshit, man. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. That was some straight bullshit. And but I'm glad we can sit here as grown ass men and laugh about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. It probably never be funny to him, but it's funny to us.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I mean, Cass took his whole household. We was gonna pull the cabinets out the house and everything.
I looked at they had
the Grinch, man, took everything out that motherfucker, man. Bathtub, whatever you pull out, yeah.
Jolly Joe said, "What's up, Lonzo? Trying to come on camera. I can't see you, Jolly Joe."
Mm-hmm.
Let me send him a message right quick.
All right. Well, Don he said, "What's up, Slip? You see that?"
Yeah, I said what's up to him.
Yeah.
I said he on his way. I just hit him a second ago. I know Mike T supposed to be here. Chill. I sent Quicksand. He got a link, so I know he said he might be driving though. He said he gonna pull up to the side and do his thing. Anybody talk to Chuck Small?
No, he hit me on text. Let me hit him real quick and see what's up with it.
Tom said he reached out, but nothing recent.
No, Chuck hit me. Chuck hit me yesterday, man. Hold on, let me hit Chuck real quick.
I was in Vegas about a year or so ago, hanging out with my boy, a DJ buddy of mine, DJ Thump, on the radio station. He said, Lonzo, I did an interview with him. He took me to a friend of his house, a young lady's house. We had to pick up something. And she says, I know you. I said, it ain't my baby. She said, no, it ain't that. She says, you know, my brother. I said, who is your brother? She said, Chuck Small. I'm like, huh? She wouldn't show me some pictures of her. Chuck Small. I guess he's a pastor now, a preacher or something like that.
Yeah.
It was his blood sister. Okay. And who was this Christian Harris? I was there. I did this shit too. If I was telling on somebody, I was going to penitentiary. Shit. Ain't nobody dry snitching. That's the damn show. That's the statute of limitations is up, and we can laugh about this shit because ain't nobody do nothing. Jolly Joe hit you up. I'm gonna try and bring him in. I see Jolly Joe. Jolly Joe.
Oh, yo.
I hear you, but I don't see you. Where you at, Doc?
Yeah, you get permission for it, man.
Yo.
Huh? You can do it from your phone.
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you all day, Doc. Somebody else about to chime in right quick. Let's see who that's going to be.
I'm sending Chuck the link right now. What up, Joe?
All right, cool. Who's that? Somebody else about to join us. They don't have a name on the say guest number 4. I don't see the name yet, but we're gonna see. Waiting on Mike too. This is something else they sent me, folks. CMW at the Crush Groove concert. I guess they were being interviewed, and they were posted up, and it is what it is. That Compton's most wanted in the house, baby.
Yeah.
That was well, how many deals we get? We got 4 deals from that particular album.
At least. I think it's 3 or 4. I know Vanilla Free got picked up. You know,
Yeah.
and Aiden Chill got picked up.
Right.
What's it
Peach
called?
13.
The Peach 13, that's 3. And I think it was 3. And we almost had Joe sign, man, but a couple labels backed out on Joe for whatever particular reason, man. It was a wrong place, wrong time.
Oh, okay. Joe just didn't where it go.
I guess he's gonna have to figure it out.
Because he was on two different
devices, huh?
devices. Yeah, I heard the echo. I had to take him out for a minute. And he come back in, I'll bring him back in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know I can speak until he get in, until he can speak for himself.
Go for it.
I had the pleasure to work with Jolly Joe. Now, before Jolly Joe, and like how I met Slip, I had one of my close partners named Joe. Used to call him J-Rock, and he was a DJ. And at the same time, all of this time that what Slip was talking about earlier was happening at Fat Jack House. My boy Joe lived right around the corner from there. And he took me over there one time. And we used to actually play how we got better at DJing. We used to play DJ games like Hangman or Out or different types of stuffs where one person to DJ and do a trick, and then you have to try to match the trick. And so that was definitely a competitive thing. But another time where I made a mixtape and Rockin' Tom heard my mixtape, and he told Joe, he said, man, your boy is sounding good, because I was definitely like a younger person, you know, part of their crew. It's just that early, I got like 1200 really early. I was like, I wasn't really known, but I had 1200s early in the game. And then through Washington is where I met the Rapperteers. The guy, James, that was over here, he was Rapperteers. They like one of the first like LA serious underground rappers that was out. And, you know, we like met over a little battle. They was rapping somebody else. And then I got with them. And then that relationship turned me into Jolly Joe. And me and Jolly Joe became recording artists and did everything else. But I think the history definitely would be necessary to give them their props, because a lot of successful rappers that came up in the game definitely looked up to the Rapperteers, because they was like the ones that was shining back in high school and all through that early phase, and then everything else off from there.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah,
My man got
nigga. Come on, man.
You got the right hat on too.
Nigga, West Side, motherfucker. hey, Terry, where you at?
Up at the house, man. I'm chilling, man.
You know, hey, listen, check this out, nigga.
Oh yeah,
they back. I'm telling you,
that's
like
my
it.
Christmas gift.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, my boy sent me this. Terry sent me that motherfucker. All right, how many people online right now?
Just the 4 of us right now. Jolly Joe trying to get in. We're trying to get in for the last few minutes, so we're waiting on him.
Hey, Lonzo. Hey, listen.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you can only order 10,000 Viagra's at a time, man.
Say what?
You can only order 10,000 Viagra's at a time.
I got 20 though. God damn it, shit.
Nigga, you gotta stall me out, nigga. Shit, I can supply and demand, man. God damn.
Hey, what did I tell you, Doc? My man, Rockin' Time, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, you know, beautiful, brother. You know, everything is good, man.
And, you know, like I was telling the guys earlier, man, I'm proud of all y'all, man. We got school teachers in the house, business owners, preachers, all kinds of folks that come up from that compilation album, man. So far, the only one I can think of is still recording. Well, I guess Tone is still recording. He's sending me a track.
Okay.
Corey's still doing stuff. He's supposed to be online. I just sent everybody another text. Let them know, hey, man, we doing this. And I know Chillin' 8 is still there. So it's
they're definitely active, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
never
man,
stop.
shit, you know, I know it'd be contract issues and stuff like that, but It can be
There
another
go Chill right there, man.
another Compton compilation. 30 years later.
There you go. What's up, Chill? That Chill.
What up,
That's
Chill?
Chill right there.
Most wanted. What up, money?
Can y'all hear me?
We got you.
Yeah, we got you.
That's Chill.
What up, Chill?
Hey, you can
It sounds
My nigga
crazy.
right
Hold
there.
up.
Yeah.
right now, folks.
Put
Y'all
some headphones on, Chill.
some of the most talented, craziest young cats I ever fucked with. It was about 15.
Oh man, my
Figure
goodness,
this
man.
out.
Hey,
Y'all was crazy.
Them niggas was
Huh?
them niggas was
I'm in
16,
there
17
now.
years old.
How old y'all?
They're like
What's
16,
up with
17
it?
years old.
What's up with it,
Yeah.
Sound Control Mob?
What's up? Hold on 1 second.
Chill.
Can y'all hear me?
I was
What's going on, Chill?
Y'all right now looking at some of the most craziest, wildest young brothers I've ever seen to ever evolve into men. Okay, and all of them grown ass men, and they got different lifestyles. They went through it, and came out okay. And I'm proud of all y'all, man. Me and Chill had a
Absolutely,
show, man. Me and Chill came by the pad a few months ago and did a podcast with me, and we just kicked it, man. We kicked it like karate, man. And it was really amazing to hear this brother's transformation.
You see that compass most
I saw that. I saw that. And what made me try to catch it with Chill, he mentioned my name, and when y'all was talking about some extracurricular activities that we can't put no names attached to.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, this is the CMW album signed by
Slip banging
Heavy
on me,
D and
so
the
I gotta
Boys.
bang back.
Now this is signed by Heavy D
He got
and,
the original.
and DJ Eddie F.
Is that
and
a
Trouble T.
vinyl or a poster?
This the poster. This the poster. It is signed by Heavy D and the Boys.
No shit.
Yeah,
I would love to have that. Hey,
yeah,
why I can't hear Slip?
You can't hear me?
I don't know. I hear him.
I hear him too.
Yeah, I
You
hear
hear him,
him,
Tommy?
I hear him.
Yeah.
I can't hear Rick Rock either.
Yeah, I'm right here.
He's on.
I can't control that. That's all. That's on. Everybody's up right here.
Nigga, is you high?
Not yet.
Chill, a newlywed. Congratulations, Chill.
Man,
thank you, brother.
Yeah,
thank y'all.
Sure.
Man.
Hey, thank y'all, man. Doing it big. God is good, man. I'm blessed with a beautiful queen and the family. I'm just trying to hold it down.
Now you know what? I think when it comes to when it comes down to the brother that changed the most out of all the Compton Compilation album brothers, I got to give you that motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
Was I that bad?
Boy, come on, man.
Was I that bad?
Come on, Doc.
Yeah, man, you was that bad, bro.
But you know what? You know what though? It took all that for you to be the man you are today.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. With this queen I got, I wouldn't have met her if I wasn't
no
asked
doubt.
who I was.
No doubt. But hey, you know they say God don't put nothing in front of you you can't handle.
That part right there. That part right there. Yes, sir. I Slip. I see you in the cut. I see DJ Rock. I see DJ Rick Rock in the cut. I can't hear him. But what's up with it, big brothers?
What's up, man? Hey, Chill.
You can't hear me,
Chill? Niggas is banging records.
Oh yeah.
Hey, nigga, Rick won't let nobody ride in his Chevy though.
Oh damn, it's like
but
that.
He got a Chevy over there.
Man,
you ain't seen my 6'4"?
I got a lack. I'm gonna come hop on his bumper.
What kind of lack you got?
On, man. He won't even let
I got a 94 Brom and a 94 Lincoln Continental, both cut front to back.
What?
Oh boy.
I got an 85 Cadillac Ritz convertible sitting on 20.
Ooh-wee.
I can't even bang it up because it got a front wheel drive, but that's okay. It's still pretty.
Hey, that's
nigga, I got a rag pencil on 30s, nigga.
Hey, look, that's Compton Compilation shit, all gangster shit. We get that shit from niggas like you, Lonzo.
How you get that from me, Chill?
That's facts right there.
Hey, Doc, man, do me a favor, Chill. Tell them how you got to my house, man. Because you told me that shit. That was the first time I ever heard that story before, man.
Now, this is a true story. Check this out. This is how me and 8 got to meet all y'all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all changed our lives. This is a true story. So Ren used to live he used to be across the street from me. He had a girl he was dating at the time that stayed across the street from me.
Okay.
And Easy stayed probably less than 5 minutes from my house. I never knew that. But Ren took a liking off into me, always used to come over on my porch. I'd be writing raps and shit. And he said, I like your shit. I'm going to take you over to Eric's one day. Now, back in the days, we used to identify where people live at by neighborhoods.
Right.
8 stayed in Spooktown. We was in Lime Hood in Compton. So I said, let's go pick up my homeboy. He said, where he stay at? I said, he stay in Spooktown. Ren was like, man, I ain't finna drive all the way to no Spooktown. I'm like, come on, man, let's go get my boy. You know what I'm saying? Then we gonna pull up, which is in Kelly Park. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I talked Ren into do it. He had the Sentra. You know, he was fresh driver. He was young N.W.A. at the time. Boom, we went and got 8. Went over to Eric's mom's. He listened to a tape that we had. It was a little Kru-Cut tape at that. And he said, I like y'all niggas, but y'all go back to the studio. We 15 years old. We don't know where no studio is. He said, y'all need to go to Lonzo's. I said, where the hell is Lonzo's at? He said, Gardena. I'm like, Gardena? That's out of town. This is the next city from Compton, though. You know what I mean? I tell you how much of a shorties we was. So my baby mama at the time, notice I say baby mama, I was a youngster with a kid. You know what I mean? I took her dad car. We went, I got 8, shot straight up Rosecrans, got the line hops. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Big old giant dude in there with a drum machine working that motherfucker, which is Rhymes Too Funky. You know what I mean? Lonzo like, man, we working on the Compton Compilation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bust. Now Slip can pick up from here. He was like, y'all bust. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And me and 8 bust. And we wouldn't stop busting.
That was it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like,
tell him about the breaks. That's the part I want to hear about the breaks.
Well, Slip was like, I was like, we can go do it right now. But Slip taught us how to do a song. He said, no, I'm going to put it on this tape. And y'all take it home and write it and come back. So we went to 8 mama house and 8 wrote it. I knew how to bust, but I didn't know how to write at the time. So 8 wrote it. We came back. We did Rhymes Too Funky. It's another song on the Compton Compilation too called The Mob Is Here. I wrote my part on there. Slip gave me my shot. You know what I mean? But that's how I met all you bros, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MC Ren, you know what I'm saying, for making us go to the studio to do another song. That's how we met DJ Slip. Then we didn't need N.W.A. like that. We got Slip. You know what I'm saying? We don't need N.W.A. We got the best thing beside Dr. Dre. The one that Dr. Dre was getting his swag from. Records and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
DJ Slip.
Wow.
And Rockin' Tom used to get us drunk and feed us. You know what I mean? Lonzo provided the facility. You know what I'm saying? Let some young cats come hang out, spend the night all at his house. You know what I mean? In the garage. You know what I'm saying? Master Rick Rock, you know what I'm saying? A student like myself, got him an MPC, got to work in it, you know what I'm saying? And he ended up producing things for the group as well. You know what I'm saying? But Slip was spearheading it all.
He sure did. And I remember times when we was at Rick's house.
Story.
At Rick Rock's house. And this is before.
Hey, who all on this thing, man? Let me see. I see us 4. Us 5.
Jolly Joe was here.
Oh,
Jolly Joe.
Mike T here.
Jolly Joe was here. And I'm saying, I see Chuck's modeling team got back together.
What's up?
What's up with you, Doc? Where you at, man?
I'm in there somewhere. There I go.
Rick, I need to go fish.
There's Mike T right there.
Mike Tickum. Mighty Mike Tickum.
What it do? There we go, like that.
There you go. Everybody here. What up, Mike?
I got no audio.
Just chilling.
Jolly Joe back. Hold on. I got Jolly Joe again. He back here.
What?
Oh, yeah. What's up,
J. Joe?
J. Joe, what's up, baby?
Oh, yeah.
We all here.
Hey,
Yo,
hey, Slip,
y'all hear me?
I never said this. Jolly Joe had the hardest record on the Compton Compilation.
You think so? It was the most different.
No
Jolly
audio.
Joe and Master Rick Rock shit was the hardest.
It was the difference. It made the difference in the album.
For this, yeah, I mean, all of it was dope. All the whole. I'm so blessed to be a part of it. But one of my favorites on that album is Jolly Joe and Master Rick Rock.
Hey, my mama told me to slap you, Chill.
That was my shit. To this day.
Hey, you know my mama told me to slap you for that. Put on the album. You say you down some satin to the head and fuck somebody on their period. She got hot.
Oh man, I'm having a ball here, folks.
I'm in the
I'm glad all y'all online, man. This is the best we can do. Last time we got together was Stiff's birthday party, and he turned a big 5-0. And I don't know, it must have been about 5-6 years ago now.
That's 5 years ago, yeah.
Damn.
Slip, you turned 50?
No, I'm probably 56, man.
You 46?
56.
Probably 56.
36?
That nigga got
look, I'm about to turn 50 in 2 days.
Oh, damn.
You just turned 50?
Happy birthday, Chill.
Thank you, man. Hey, welcome me to the 50 club. I'm coming. 2
All right,
days.
man. Get your AARP card, Doc. You should have one already.
Hey, no, that should come in handy. A free towing and shit, man.
What?
Look, man.
I got to have it then. I drive a lowrider and shit.
Look here. I ran from that shit for the first 5 years, man. I would not get one for shit because it made me think I was officially an old man. And one of my partners had one and said, "You ain't got an ARP card?" I said, "No." He got discounts. He showed me all the benefits. I said, "Sign me up for them son of bitches right quick." I'm not mad. I keep it deep in my pocket when I'm, every once in a while I pull it out when I have to.
Man, shit, I got.
I think you one of the youngest cats on the album, huh?
We Chill, yeah. Chill was a thing.
Nah,
Chill,
13 was the age.
13 was the youngest. But, Chillin was the next youngest.
Who was the youngest?
If probably was Tone, huh?
Tone, because he was a baby.
Yeah, he was Tone.
I was DJ Cat.
Where them cats at, man? They around?
They all invited. I sent them all links today. I sent Chris said I know he got the link because he sent me his email, and so did the twins.
Yeah, that's how I got the link. Lance sent it to me.
Yeah, I'm waiting on them to show up. Hold on, no, that ain't there. No, ain't nobody else on the side just yet. I got room for 4 more on the screen, so we all good. Time fell off. That's what happened.
Hey, where's Vanilla C?
I don't know how to find her.
Where's Chuck Smalls?
I sent him a link, man. He ain't got back at me.
Look, niggas turned into old niggas. They don't even know how to work.
But Chuck a reverend now. He preach. He might be at church.
He might be at choir practice.
Oh, God bless you, then. That's good. Hopefully he's throwing one up in the air for us.
Yeah.
Also, rest in peace, Strike, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
Rest in peace, Strike. He had a jam on that motherfucker that was hard.
We only lost what? We lost one guy to the penitentiary, Master Ryan.
What Master Ryan doing? Locked up somewhere?
Yeah. He's the only one we lost to the penitentiary.
That nigga turned into a kingpin, huh?
Everybody else that I know of, except for the Strike. Who's that?
Where ate at?
Off the top of my brain.
Aaron.
Man.
Yo.
Kool-Aid.
Yo.
Kool-Aid.
What's up, Ben?
I just talked to Kool-Aid. He out. He did like damn near 50,000 years and shit. But he back out with a family, doing his thing, working and shit.
That's good to hear, man. I'm glad to hear that, Doc. I'm glad to hear that. I ain't seen Kimmon in God knows how long.
Kimmon did Buck Roger years.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Kimmon was in the prison.
Kimmon, I tell you the story off camera. I can't tell you the story off camera, but Kimmon, he got caught up on guilt by association.
Right. Just wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time.
It happened.
Yeah.
It almost happened to me in 20. What was it?
That's crazy, man.
2009.
Shit, 8, he doing well. He would have tuned in. 8, he don't know how to work his phone either.
So we got Mike from Compton Most Wanted, Chills from Compton Most Wanted, Big Slip the producer, Rick Rock, Jolly Joe, Rockin' Tom, And you're doing live with the executive producer of the Compton Compilation, folks.
Can't put up
32 years ago, we
this,
did this project.
you know, the album I was
32
on
years ago,
Compton.
these cats was in high school,
live
business school, and shit.
on the
Who's
train
that talking?
That's Joe.
right now.
I see Mike T.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Where?
I'm trying to keep this
Mike
feed
T,
going.
my nigga.
Yes, sir.
Now upload it, it'll be all right.
Mighty Mike Tickle.
What's
All right,
up?
so
What's
look,
up,
when
Tommy?
we first came, we had a DJ by the name of Ant
I can't hear
C,
none of
Ant
y'all
Capone. You know what I mean? I'll tell that story real quick.
Yeah, tell that happened.
But, you know, that's the homie. Shout out to Ant C and his dad, rest in peace, because, you know, after I had took my baby mama's car, our rides was Mr. Conway, which is the guy that's on This
Old
Is
Man
Conway.
Conway. Yeah.
Old Man Conway. Real cool cat, man. Wanted to see some young kids make it, you know, to the studio. So he was giving us rides and different shit like that. And Aunt C, his son, was the DJ. But
no audio.
You know, he was always trying to be, you know, other things, management and, you know, playboy, gangbanger, and all this extra shit. You know what I mean? And me and Slip end up doing all the scratching. Well, not all the scratching, but up to that point. You know what I mean? Like on This Is Compton and all that shit. Slip would let me, you know, get a little wiggly a little bit here and there. And, you know, DJ Slip, he had his treachery. You know what I mean? And it was a cat in there with his hat to the back, a red hat to the back. And he used to always be up in there just, you know, if I may, fucking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me and 8 used to always stare at him like, damn, you know, now mind you, Lonzo, you had Crips and Bloods in your house. Young Crips and Bloods.
Never had a fight. Never had a fight. I mean?
And, you know, we you know, shout out to the homie Quicksand as well. You know what I mean? Mike T was his DJ. You know what I mean? They had a song on the album as well that was dope. And me and 8 was just like, hey, man, you should cut on some more records, man, this, that, the other. And one thing turned into another. I think I got Galford the same night we did the Duck Sick. And 8 and Mike T, they rolled it out from there. You know what I'm saying? And they went farther actually than me and 8 did at that point. You know what I mean? And he's DJ Mike T's Funky Scratch from that day forward. You know what I mean? That's how we met Mighty Mike Tickle, my dog from Inglewood. A lot of niggas ask me, you know what I'm saying? How this nigga in Compton's Most Wanted, he from Inglewood? I'm like, nigga, don't you ever say nothing about Mike T, nigga.
It don't even mean that.
But he from CMW.
It don't even mean that.
And he's my brother, you know what I mean? So
people just retarded, man.
Mighty Mike T.
What up? People just retarded, dude. Compton's Most Wanted, dude. You could be from Hawthorne to be on the Compton's Most Wanted list.
I can't hear none of y'all niggas.
I'm from Hawthorne.
Yeah,
exactly.
I hear Rick.
The album was done in Hawthorne.
That was my next question. How did all you guys come from different hoods come on the compilation album?
Because you at the studio.
Slip lives in Hawthorne, right?
Juggernaut.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because like I met Mike T when Mike T. I told you I was a lifeguard, and Mike T was on the swim team.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I know Mike T was like 13, 14 years old. So I had already knew Mike, and
you knew
Mike,
me, I was a kid,
DJ,
a badass kid.
Yep, and so I would just meet all these different people. We was from Imperial Crenshaw. You know what hood it is, but I didn't gangbang. I tried to play football. I played football and basketball growing up. I didn't gangbang. Well, you meet people, man. And you like, if you got a common interest in music and you want to do something positive, let's do it. I don't give a fuck where you from, man. Can we get together and try to do something? You know, you want to rap or you want to shoot people? What you want to do?
Tom, where were you from? Tom, where are you from?
Is Tommy frozen? Can you hear me?
Is he frozen or is he just dead like that?
he must be off that yak. I got it.
I can only hear you, Rick Rock. I can't hear nobody else.
No
shit.
Oh, well, they talking about you right now.
I can only hear you though.
Yeah.
Tell them what we said. Ask him where was he from?
They said they asking where was you from?
I hear Tommy.
Shit.
LA.
Let me think.
Gardena, right, Slip?
No. Tommy from.
I'm from where that smoke coming from Chill House.
Yeah.
Tommy wasn't really banging, but Tommy was, you know.
I never banged in my life, nigga. I was scared of gang banging. Shit, I ain't gonna sugarcoat none of that shit, nigga. I was was taking niggas' girls.
Hey, man.
But niggas was scared of Tom though. He had this look like,
yeah, that could be like verified.
That's like the Grinch hat.
Rockin' Tom's a pretty nice sized dude. Always have been, man.
He's always been bigger than me. Me and Ape was the little guy.
Always been a nice sized
Hey,
cat.
Rick, how you drink out of a red cup and you a Crip?
Because it's not red.
Hey. But the first time I ever seen Tommy D
What color
was
is
at
it, Rick Rock?
Sarah High.
Now, you know what? I'm sitting here listening to y'all talk, man. Y'all laughing and joking about gangbanging
But
stuff.
hey, Mike T, I need to I don't like water because I don't know how to swim, but you know, I got more days behind me than in front of me. So I have to take that journey with you, but I'm gonna have to pull up on you.
I got life jackets, man. I won't take you out far.
I'm gonna catch up with you about 3-4 in the morning.
Oh, that's too early.
I'm gonna catch up with you and do a fishing trip. I'm catching up with Terry. I'm gonna fly out to Texas.
Me too.
My bucket
when
list
you go out,
all
go.
Y'all niggas, just one more journey, and then we gotta put I think, like I said, contract situations is one thing, but I think we can put a 30-year reunion on the Compton Compilation.
Hey, Lonzo, you can make that happen, dog. When they open the world back up, go get the bag. You know what I'm saying? And let's throw a Uncle Jam, Sound Patrol Mob, Compton Compilation fiasco.
That's probably what it's gonna be too.
For the salt and pepper people that love us. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that do. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the rap business, you know what I mean? And I find that people still support that vintage West Coast sound. You know what I mean?
Wow.
We just got to have it in the right spot. You know what I mean? I would even do it, Lonzo. Don't do it over there on Rosecrans and what you call it, though. And El Segundo.
That ain't gonna happen, Doc.
Yeah, don't happen over there on El Segundo. Don't know about that. We asking for it then. You know what I mean? But you know, you find somewhere where we can throw one of them old school get downs, you know what I'm saying? Man, that should be so fly. You know, fly Big Slip in, bring them turntables out again. Mike T, you know what I'm saying? DJ Rocket. I even carry the crates again, bro.
Look at you.
Hell yeah, I walk in there with Slip and Tommy and Mike T crates.
Wow. That's
carrying hard drives now.
Right. I come in there with that
How come I
drive.
can hear you, Rick? You know what?
I'm not sure. Everybody else.
Everybody on the same feed. Johnny Jones, you back again, Doc.
Yeah. Now, one thing I would like to bring to a point to kind of like what Slip was talking about, the history side of growing up in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood was extremely rich with talent. I mean, the West Coast hip hop wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for our, combined neighborhood and the proximity from Mike T. Like right around the corner from Slip, you had DJ Pooh, you had Deli Threat. I mean, I grew up on the other side of Van Ness. You had Dub C, Ice Cube. I mean, it's clear. It's the Rapperteers.
Washington High.
Yeah.
Richie Mack. Yeah.
Might as well just say Washington
it's
High.
like it's so much talent.
What you call it, man? The rapper that was on Q.
Most of them cats were still kids. They weren't even barely teenagers.
Right.
Man, who was the cat that was on Cube label? I'm trying to think, man. Who was producing them? Oh man,
KD. Was
Jinx?
KD around there?
Jinx was he was still
not Jinx, the
very,
rapper
very
dude.
young.
Oh my god, dude was tight as hell, but they slipped on his album, man.
It wasn't Yomo and Malkia. Where were they from?
No. This cat grew up right on the corner from us, man. Oh right. Oh damn.
Jinx,
his name.
Dazzy D.
Huh? I'm trying to think, man. Oh my god, the kid was like how. Remember how they had the guy who was originally rapping for LA Posse that they produced before they did LL's album.
Was it Breeze?
But it wasn't Breeze.
Breeze.
It was just
Check that
man,
out.
this kid went out.
Dizzle
Look at
that
that
picture
Slip.
right there. I remember that like yesterday, man.
Threat.
Is it Threat?
Yeah,
it might be Deli Threat there. Huh?
Deli Threat.
Yeah, he lived right up the street from you.
Hey, Slip, look how giant you was. Look how giant you was on that picture, Slip.
Oh yeah, that's Chili T's Pastrami's 40 ounces and
Tommy Burgers.
Yep.
Hold
Tommy's
up, man.
Burgers
Slip
all
is on
day,
here.
man.
And look how skinny I was.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Hey,
that
man,
day like
think
like
about
that big
it.
old
man.
dude
It
on
was the
Star
good
Trek.
old days, man. I
And
am so
Washington,
blessed
man, you
to
had
even
Yo-Yo.
ever know you guys,
Yeah.
man, because you guys
You
really
had
changed
Johnny
my life.
J, the dude
Even though I was
producing
straddling
Tupac.
the bench trying
You
to figure
had
it out, I always knew
Candyman.
that I could get with you brothers, you know what I'm saying, and get it back straight. And I appreciate that, man.
Much love, folks.
Much love, homies.
What you saying, Johnny Joe?
No, I said at Washington High School, you had myself, the Rappeteers, you had Dub C went there, you had Yo-Yo went there, you had Candyman that went there, you had Johnny J that went there, that produced for Tupac.
Tupac, right.
Damn, I can't hear J. Joe. I see him, no.
Who else? They
F.
all
Gary
was
Gray.
watching at the same time, man.
Yeah, the director F. Gary Gray was there too.
Gary Gray was there. Gerald with the curl. And
hey, man, coming from where we came from, you know what I'm saying? Me and
About
A, we went to
Washington,
school in Long Beach. We from Compton, but we had to walk over that bridge to go to Jordan. And we went to school with Warren G and Snoop Dogg. And the Compton Compilation came out. What year, Lonzo? What year was that?
Oh, man, about 88, 87?
88, 89, I think.
89,
yeah,
okay.
87, 88. And Warren used to always ask me, like, man, get us a record deal. You know what I'm saying? Get us a record deal. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, I'm a kid. I don't know how to get no record deal. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, ain't Dr. Dre your brother?
It's an elf
You know what I
trying to
mean?
get
You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to them. But, you know, the world on the West where we was at between Long Beach, Compton, Gardena, South Central, Hawthorne, Hollywood, it was like Crush Groove, man. It was like
Chuck Small on.
It was like New York. I see Chuck Ball
elf.
tapping in.
Yeah.
You got our presents?
Yep. Yeah, it was like Crush Groove, man. It was like being in New York and into the Fat Boys or Kuma or you know, Curtis Blow or somebody, man. You know, to run into each individual. We controlled a lot of barrels on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, with the Compton Compilation. You know what I mean?
Somebody got some Carson,
people from Gardena, you know, all in South Central, Compton, you know what I'm saying, all these different places, you know what I mean, that we was controlling. You know what I mean? So people don't even understand the power behind that record. You know what I mean? Let alone the talent. You know what I'm saying? The power, you know, whether we was gang members or not. You know what I mean? We had at least 1,000 people that we knew that loved us individually. You know what I mean? So that was dope. The powerful side of the Compton Compilation. You know what I mean?
You know, it brought people together. You know, we from LA, some from Compton, from Long Beach, and all over, man. They brought us together, man. We've been a fam. We should have been had this shit, man. Shout out to you, Lonzo.
Much love, man. Much love, folks.
Hey, shout out to you, man. Salute to you. I told you that at the West Coast. What was that in Inglewood? It was Uncle Jam's Army reunion, and I told you that I was going to the Eve after the dark. I was going to the
over there drinking some of that good hooch slip.
Skateland?
Yeah,
Skateland. Slip. But before Slip, I was going. You was the man. You. They try to write you out of the history, though, man. But you know what I'm saying? You paved the way, man, for all of us, though. Real talk. And that's Dre and all down to N.W.A, all the way down to us.
Right on, man. Right on, Doc. I appreciate the love, man. They try to write me out, but I ain't going to goddamn where. Fuck that.
Snoop Dogg started this weed shit. We did.
Well, like you said, I think Lonzo, to document the date. I mean, that album didn't it come out in like '89?
Which one?
The compilation.
I think it was '89, Doc.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, so that was well ahead of the curve of like the after effect. Because once CMW hit,
I can't even hear Rick Rock now.
I don't think CMW get as much credit as they deserve because that next wave of what the West Coast sound was had a lot to do with the production that was coming out of CMW. And as I look in comments, whether it be YouTube or whatever, for this making things a lot more melodic and, you know, instruments and all of that type of stuff. And you had like a variety of style of production and it wasn't no limits to the types of samples and all that type of stuff that was being used. it was really significant to what the West Coast sound became, and was everything else that kind of was an additional outgrowth for that.
Right there with you, baby.
So I think that the CMW sound definitely had a major effect on West Coast music.
Definitely. That's Small. Can you hear me, Doc? Is he frozen?
I see a hat. Is he tall enough for the camera?
He can ride the big ride. Y'all leave him alone, man. That's Small. He ain't moved in 20 seconds. He might be frozen.
He might be frozen.
I think he froze, man. But this is you know what? This is one of the situations, man, where COVID make you do things that you normally probably wouldn't thought of, because you know we'd all be out doing other shit right now if it wasn't on the lockdown. If we went on a pandemic lockdown, we all might be out doing some other shit. You know, my podcast on Tuesday, I usually interview with a buddy of mine. We talk about hip hop shit, but today because it's a holiday, I moved just to Tuesday, and I'm not doing another show this week, as far as I know.
Right.
But it's a great way to end the year with some of the fellas, man. That's the beauty of this right here.
Absolutely, bro. I appreciate it, dude. Too. I appreciate it.
Hey, Mike, don't play no music. Facebook gonna cut us off. YouTube gonna cut us off. They won't let us play that shit. We'll be talking to the whole thing and get muted.
I just played Chuck Small song.
Chuck, can you hear that? You still frozen, Chuck?
Yeah, he frozen.
I can't see
the
what
camera shy.
the glasses on.
He changed links for a minute.
Oh, that
What's up, J. Joe?
I see that nigga big ass head.
Man,
hey, man, can I give a shout out to the Cave? Can I get out the DJ? Remember Fly?
I remember Fly.
Chuck frozen.
Yeah, you know all the old school shit, man. That's real shit.
Chuck say he downloading Chrome.
all right, that's cool.
Fat
I'm
Jack.
gonna bring our presents.
Y'all clowning. Chuck Small.
Hey, every time Slip take a drink, I'm gonna take one.
Reverend Small.
Hey, Tommy, we can't see your
my
face,
nigga
dude. We just see that
right there.
damn hat
Hey, Green
Okay,
Cat.
Chuck Small.
and that cup. What the heck, you got a fireball?
What's cracking?
Reverend Small, we see you, baby. We got you.
My name is Chuck Small, 5'1" tall.
He froze again.
There we go.
Hey, Mike Teasley,
You in the
we gotta
building.
go fishing. I'm gonna pull up.
I can't. He froze again. That's
So a quicksand.
He doing
Oh,
good.
y'all
He out
know
there
that.
in the ATL.
who said. Somebody said Chuck Small look like Greg Mack.
He
Yeah,
do.
he do.
I'm in the chat room. Somebody clowning over here. You know, but it was amazing, man. Like I said before, Doc, people ask me the same thing. How did I have Bloods and Crips in the house at the same time?
Right.
And I just let it be known, man. You need to make music, nothing else. Anything else, I ain't in that. Dirk take that to the park.
Yeah.
And it was always respected. You know, and I appreciate all y'all for respecting that, man. You know, that means a lot. You know, y'all know where I live at. Shit, I've been here for 35 years. I done had some cat came over here. I was out one day, and I saw a guy, man, I forgot his name, man. Nigga was hard. And Lonzo, what up, man? I forgot who he was, but I just got out. I did 15 years. I just got out. No shit, you still live in the same place? No, nigga, I moved, nigga. I moved. But I done had all kind of cats. And I'm very blessed.
That's what hip hop is back then, though. It brought it together, Lonzo. It's all together.
You know what?
Hood from.
I appreciate it. I would love to see hip hop bring folks together again, man.
Hip hop.
I'd love to see that. That's what it was all about in the beginning. That was the one time they put their differences aside and show love for each other.
Yeah.
You know, when it came to the music, everybody was like, "Shit, we all got to get paid. That's what happened." You know, put it down. Let's make it happen. Johnny Joe,
they did it in the drug game in L.A. I brought some of them niggas together.
You say was he banging? Hell,
hey,
it was trying to raise money. Shit, same with hip hop back then.
I ain't mad. Johnny Joe, what you doing these days, man?
Hey man, trying
Hey,
to stay
Slip,
out
you
of the
can hear
way,
me?
man. You know, working,
hear
training
me,
boxers,
Slip?
man.
Yeah,
Shit. I even had a couple of amateur
You can hear
fights,
everybody else
and I'm
too?
training
yeah.
fighters right now, man.
What was
All
that
right.
with that hat and them glasses down there?
That's Tommy.
He done changed hats on us, man.
With the hat and the glass, that's Tommy.
Hey, that's all right.
He done dropped the Grinch hat. Now he got to put the Federo.
DUI.
Hey, my nigga gave this to me. Terry gave this to
Can
me. He bought
everybody
it for
else
me
hear
when he
me
was in
though?
Paris.
I hear you. I hear you,
I gotta
Jim.
rock that.
Now, I got a teacher, a preacher,
Buggy.
a rapper, a fisher, and a CBD man on the line at the same time, off of Compton Compilation.
Imagine that.
Hey,
Imagine that. Ain't nowhere in the world somebody could have told me that shit. The only thing that was going to be more fantastic if somebody told me that shit 35 years ago was Dre was going to be a billionaire.
Ha.
The only thing, if somebody told me in 2020, Mike T would be fishing. Bullshit.
Hey, you know
I
what?
always
You
fish.
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Huh?
It's like I be catching on Mike T shit. He be like on his own by himself.
Mike be out there, Mike got a boat and everything, man.
Man, just
Yeah,
like what?
push it.
Fuck everybody.
And that's me though.
I'm
I
going
always
this
been a
way,
loner.
that away.
When I
You
DJ'd
know,
half them clubs I DJ'd, I was by myself.
if
Everything I
somebody
do.
told me that Chill would be married after all the shit he went through with this girl back in the day, happily married, shit, not that dude. Now look at it. He's still on the honeymoon.
Hey, you right.
Rockin' Tom, a
Yes,
teacher,
sir.
yeah. Teach you what? Teach you how to mix drinks?
Motherfucking right.
Huh?
Motherfucking right, nigga.
Let me find yeah, you keep yeah, talk to him. If you keep freezing. I'm trying to bring him in. I want to bring him in. Chuck Small, a pitcher? Yeah. Come on, man. So, you know, I do a lot of these shows for a reason, man. To show folks that hip hop is not just what it is today. All these men on this screen right here were a part of hip hop. They still are a part of hip hop. At some point in time, they decided to do something different. That's all. You know, they still got love for the game. Mike T is in the studio.
Oh, I still love the music, man.
Still making beats every day.
Every day.
Rick still in the game.
Fire.
Huh?
Fire.
Oh, that was me
That's
putting the
good.
echo back.
So, you know,
Where's where Terry at? Where's Slip at?
you at the top.
Yeah,
You
okay,
at the top.
nigga. Hey, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use this. Let me have the stage for a second.
You got it.
I'm
Go for it.
gonna use this platform. Slip. Stop that bullshit, nigga. Come on back.
Come on, Slip.
Come on back, nigga.
You get the knee board out of storage, man. I know you got the knee still.
No, he ain't got the knee no more, but he got everything.
I saw that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to know right
What's
now.
up with unknown?
Come on. All he got to do is just say, "I feel like it," and then everybody else has got to sit back and just listen to his heat. Trust me, man. I'm telling you.
Slip is probably one of the most underrated West Coast producers, period.
Period.
Oh, definitely.
He's probably one of the most underrated West Coast producers. I can ask
No, not
you
one of the most. He is
a question.
the most.
What made you stop producing?
For me?
Yeah,
I can answer
Well,
that. I can answer that.
Well, I was doing.
This shit ain't paying
We was
like it
doing.
used to.
You know, I was working. Go on, Tom.
Shit.
Now I was
you
working
can
for
get in
life
where
with
you
that,
fit
man,
in,
right?
but
You know,
at the
with Dale
same
Dog.
time, you make choices in life,
Hello.
like your life.
What you say, Step?
I put it to you this way, right? I put it this way. I was still producing, and then first thing happens, like, you know, if you pioneer some shit, sometimes you get caught up. Because I used to go to the studios and I would record all the albums at home, right? So my studio cost was cheap. But then once everybody else started paying for the home, making money doing studio shit is like, you know,
Stop.
it died down. That chill the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it died down, man. And in 2000, brother got diagnosed with diabetes, right? So hip hop ain't no medical with hip hop.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm still producing, still doing stuff. And then I was working with Del Dog and them. We had some fire. But, you know, when you deal with cats in the hood that don't understand business, I remember if you ever seen the Ali movie. And Ali, what you call it, old Don King owed Ali like $2 million. And
Right.
then he ended up giving out grand cash, told him to just be happy. And a lot of times the cats on the streets, if you tell them, okay, here's his account you're going to get, and this is how you're going to get paid, if it's not direct cash, getting these guys to actually switch from the hood to business, it's almost impossible, man. So we had all these albums. We had Snoop, we had the East Siders, we had Trey, we had man, E4, we had all kinds. We had he had on deck, but I couldn't get them to actually make that next step from being in the hood to being in business. So
Yeah,
all these albums had to set up, and it just, you know, I like, okay, I'm just getting later in the game, and then cats is the group is falling apart because we recorded 4 or 5 years, putting out mixtapes and doing shows and promoting shows, but we're not making any records. We're not putting the actual product out there. And like, well, shit, man, I'm gonna head back to school, man. Finish my degree. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. So I would still make beats and I make it for fun, but it's like once I got into what I was doing, I mean, before the music stuff, I was always into science and other shit, man. So when I went back to school, that became like a passion to me, you know. So like in my house, man, I do all the wiring and electrical work and all that shit just because that's what's interesting, you know. And I get paid to do it. So
your dad was a pretty smart dude too, right? Your dad was some kind of a real smart dude. He did something.
Was a chemist.
Right.
Was a chemist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's my pops on Big White. We got it from Edwin.
Right.
From,
right.
Big White
came with the sound system.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but no, so I mean, I was still making tracks because the problem is like when I was going to school making tracks, like the crew had fell apart. You know, it's like, you know, I can't just making beats and just making beats, and I got, you know, it was, you know what I'm saying? I used to make good money engineering too. You know, back in the day when I did what album I did, DFC album, it took me $20 grand to mix it.
Wow.
You know, so you know if you but then you go, you know, fast forward 7-8 years later, and I'm working at Echo Sound and working these other studios, and you making like $20 an hour engineering. That, you know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna get it.
Right.
Period. You know, and then I was engineering for other cats, then doing the albums and doing production. But like I said, after a while, people get smart. They're like, why should I come here and record with you when I can spend $500 buying my own drum machine and sit in my bedroom and do what you used to do?
Right. Okay.
You know, so
Hey, Slip, could you talk a little bit too about you being the owner of a legendary studio in Hollywood?
Oh yeah, well, we had the X Factor Studios up in the Cherokee building in Hollywood. Ran there for a little while, man, and that shit was going good until we had a couple little problems, man. A couple people reneged on us. We were supposed to record and engineer the Black Hole of Watts for John Singleton. So we had signed a deal with him. And, you know, this is around November, right? So, you know, at the end of the year, you know, the industry slows down, but I had this account to do the Black Hole of Watts with John Singleton. I had a signed contract, this is that. But his boys wanted to go record Donovan because they wanted to get Dre sound. Like, well, you can't get Dre sound because Dre ain't there. So they reneged on that, man. And so I had like 3 or 4 months of only money coming in with the stuff he was generating. So we ended up moving back to the hood. You get this thing, you open a black-owned business, you have a black-owned business, but
Black hole.
if blacks don't patronize you,
Classic.
Yeah, you know.
I know somebody put that in the chat. I just like I heard that name such a long time. The Black Hole.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Slip.
Yeah.
Wow,
man. You the motherfucking man. Nah, Slip, man. They don't talk about you. I've seen a lot of them documentaries, man.
Yeah.
They don't talk about you, man.
Well, I can
contact you some way, somehow, even if they wanted to rent the shit that you had, somehow. You know what I'm saying? super producer. You know what I'm saying? You motivate. You had a movement going over at that house, man.
You know what?
Gardena, man.
I just realized something, man. That all the significant players from the West Coast were all DJs.
Yep.
Most of the significant players, most of them, 90% of the significant players out of the West Coast were all DJs.
Right. Facts.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, that right there says a whole lot for the DJ art. You know what I'm saying? Even myself, I never played for none of y'all, but shit, I've been DJing for 40 years. Got a gig New Year's Eve, shit. But we all are DJs. And I think that helps your ear as a record producer to be able to feel what people want to hear and know how to bring it to them.
Right. Here, let me ask Slip a question too. I remember like when he had the shop in Gardena, which was definitely a hip hop landmark for us, because that's what we wanted the other before he was at the house. I don't know if it was before or after, everybody. But going into the shop, I remember coming up where he had synced like all the drum machines, the 808, the 909, the DMX. You know, he was like doing unprecedented production like before. I mean, this is like my first time seeing it. Now, Slip, this is something that you can verify. I don't know where I heard it or somewhere along the line I heard it, that you were the one who taught Dr. Dre how to do swing beats.
Yeah, because the story is if you take the 808, right? You try the traditional swing on it, you have to change the tempo, right? So you have to actually change the time feature. From the bar, you make the bars from 16, from 1 to 16 to 1 to 12. And you move the snare from 5 and 13 to 7. So instead of having a 2-bar beat and a 1-bar beat, but the tempo stays the same. So if you make a beat on it, if you make a beat and you swing, and you go from a swing to a traditional time zone, and you want to swing the hi-hats and everything else state, you have to keep adjusting the tempo. And you find this out the hard way. If you take an 808, which has rolling sync, you take a 909, which has MIDI, and then you take anything else that has MIDI, you can sync your 808 through rolling sync to another MIDI drum machine. But if you do this, the swing, the traditional way, the beats don't match up. Actually, I learned that from Roger. Roger showed me how to change the time signature on the 808. And that's why I was doing with swing beats. And then I went and passed that knowledge on to Dre. Because if I get a formula and all that stuff, that's how he swung the 808s on the formula. You move the beats from 1 to 16 to 1 to 12, and move the snare to the 7. And it's a 1-bar sequence instead of a 2-bar beat.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's some deep shit.
Science.
That's some deep shit. Okay.
Hey, is my turn yet?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Go on, Mike. It's been your turn.
Okay, now check this out. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If it wasn't for Slip, I wouldn't be part of this group. I probably have been a K-Day Mixmaster or something. Okay. No lie. Slip is, believe me, Slip. When they had the tryouts, I thought about the shop. I said, I'm loyal to one thing. So when me and Greg Mack finally sat down and talked, he said, how'd I get a hold of you? But I knew all the Mixmasters. Mm-hmm. All of them, Trey Ski, Joe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody knew Mike T. Who the hell is that? Oh, that's Quicksand.
That's Quicksand.
That might finish talking right quick.
What's up, man?
Slip. I wouldn't know Chill. I wouldn't know.
Like when you call him that, man. Oh.
I wouldn't know Joe, Rick. I wouldn't know none of y'all. Lonzo, unknown, big head ass.
I know, right? I didn't know that was you, Slip, the whole time, man.
You was the nucleus. You think you went all the way back. You did Tidy T's This Beat Be Smooth. You did the X-Men stuff with Unknown. You did you set the trend. You set the CMW well unknown like that. You picked up for him with CMW. You showed me little tricks of the trade. Then what I did, Chill ended up taking it and running his way. Everybody took a piece from everybody and just ran off with it. It wouldn't a lot of the stuff, man. Think King T album cover on bass. That was your equipment. All the stuff that went around, it went with you. But remember, everybody started getting grown, having kids. They priorities came up first. So everybody had to go their own way. That's why Twin now is the sole owner of Sound Control now. That's Twin shit. You see what I'm saying? He runs that. He's been running it for about over 20-something years. Wow. With the mobile DJ. But Slip is the nucleus, and people don't understand that. Slip is the nucleus, the brains behind. Me and Quicksand been friends. I wouldn't visit Quicksand. He bought the Crip and the Blood together before the CMW, and then I met them on a different page, but it was through Slip too. Still, everything went around you.
I can't hear shit.
Wow. Hey, folks, we got Chess Law.
I love hip hop, man.
Hey, Chess Law, what's up with you, Doc?
Y'all can see me now.
Man, it's good to see you, man.
What's up? What's up, baby?
Reverend Chess Law, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. We just bought a house in Rialto.
Oh, congratulations, Doc.
Started a new company.
What you doing now?
Virtual franchises, Big Daddy. Virtual and I took a page out of Alaric's. I got a CBD company also.
That'll work. Good to hear that, man. Good to hear that. Quicksand, Mr. Harris.
We can't see you, champ.
We hear
driving
you.
up there.
Okay.
Quicksand.
Think he froze up now.
Well, tell me what the hat at.
Tommy, I see him over there. All I see is the ceiling though. That's why I cut him off. Yeah. He might be doing something else. He might be fed out, man. You know how time gets sometimes. Man, it's really good to see all you brothers, man. We sitting here talking about the old days, back in the day, doing what we doing, how folks got together, what folks are doing now. This is really a reunion, man. A straight up N.W.A. Compton Compilation reunion, man. This is the real shit. I'm glad y'all all made it, man. So what's your CBD company? You selling weed too, or just CBD?
Break bread one day, y'all. When all this shit is over.
Please, I love that.
We going over Tommy house.
I thought we was going to Lonzo house.
Y'all welcome. Come on.
We going to Lonzo house.
Come on. I think,
man. Look out for the Safe Haven Partners. Safe Haven Partners.
Okay.
That's my new company, Virtual Franchises, built off of Robert Kiyosaki's business model, Power of 10.
What's a virtual franchise, Chuck?
Virtual Franchises is it's basically taking over multi-level marketing, and it's on the multi-level marketing platform. Virtual Franchises, word of mouth referrals. You get paid for word of mouth referrals. Right now, our first module coming out in January. The company hasn't even gone live yet. We launched in January, so it's a pre-IPO right now. You can get in. You can get in at the ground level if you want to, but $20 a month, man. Made it affordable. Help everybody come out of this this COVID junk, this pandemic junk. But yeah, it's opportunity for us to make a lot of money. So,
sound like a wonder, Doc. Let me try and get the twin up in here, folks.
DJ Twin.
What's going on now?
There you go. I see him. There he is. 2020.
What's up, y'all? Twin.
What's up, baby? What's up, homies?
We got the celebrities in the house tonight, y'all. We got the twin, DJ Twin.
Man, I'm the other twin. I don't know what twin that. I thought Twin was on already.
No, man, you the other one. What are you motherfuckers?
I don't know where he got.
Twin. What a mean twin.
Told me, I forgot. He told me, yo. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm on with short daughter for his birthday, so I just got off of that and copped on this. I'm thinking Twin already on. You know, Twin. He probably doing 5 things at one time.
That's a good Gemini twin, though. Oh, yeah. Johnny Joe coming back in.
Yo, Slip, what it do, baby?
What's going on, man? How you doing, bro?
Who else on here? Who was that to your left, Slip, with that beanie on his head?
That's Rick Rock.
What time he at?
He
backstage somewhere.
He backstage.
He didn't pass
Hey, backstage. We ain't got no show tonight, Tommy.
Twin, what you know about that?
Huh?
What you know about that?
Look at you.
What's that, man? I can't even see that, man.
West Coast Buster Riders.
West Coast Booster Riders, boy. MC.
Boy, y'all going way back with it. Man, what everybody been up to, man? I know all this COVID going on.
Everybody gonna take COVID feet right about now, Doc. That's what we doing the way we doing. Everybody, this is ultimate social distancing right here, folks. The ultimate social distancing. This is in Texas. Rick Rock in LA. Chill, where you at, man? You in Palmdale or some shit like that?
I'm in Lancaster. That's where I'm at.
Chuck D is in Altadena. Where you at, Johnny Joe?
I'm in LA.
And Mike T's in Lancaster, right? Or
Yes, sir.
Oh, y'all
Mike
don't
T,
let us out here, huh?
Yeah,
Mike T, you out here?
Yes,
wait,
sir.
Mike T, you out here? I didn't know that. I'm off of Lancaster Boulevard.
Me too. Hey, but check it out, twin. I want to congratulate you for being a good twin, man. Balancing out your evil ass brother, man.
You're stupid. You know he ain't gonna like that. I'm surprised.
Can you hear me, Chill?
Man, twin, that's my boy right there. That's the homeboy.
I hear you. Who was that? Rick Rock?
That's no Dash is here.
Can you hear everybody else?
Yeah.
Where you at?
I just hear you and Slip. That's all.
Dirty Vernon. You don't hear me, Dirty Vernon? Nope.
Yeah, Chill, put some headphones on, Chill. Or check your settings, man.
That's Chill.
Yeah, because you been here all day long. Where you go?
You, Chill?
He fat enough.
I would have never recognized you, man.
Chill. Joe say he wouldn't have recognized
You can't see him from
Jail
the side.
burpee. Jailhouse burpee.
Right. What's up, Joe?
What's up, Chill? What's up, homie?
Coming fresh like the star Philip Drummond.
That's the Mac Attack.
Is of hip hop homies
Is that
right
the
here.
Mac Attack, Slip?
Where? Yeah, it's him.
Y'all looking at 32 years of hip hop
I'll be
homies right
there,
here.
boy.
Chill.
Man.
Long time. God damn. All y'all long time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said before, this 32 years of hip hop homies, man. Only brought together by technology and God. So that's all good.
That's right.
Check
Shout
out
out to the West Coast.
I met your sister in Vegas, Doc.
Oh, my little sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. I'm over hanging out. You know my brother. Who your brother? Chuck Small. Bullshit. She showed me pictures and shit. I'm like, oh my God. Small ass world. Small ass world. Man.
Hey, that was supposed to be the title of my album.
What, Small Ass World? All right, man. Somebody said they want to hear some old ass stories, man. You know, people love hearing these old ass stories, Doc. You know, we did some shit back in the day, folks. We all did. You know, everybody on that page is pretty much an alcoholic back in the day.
I got a story.
Go ahead.
I got a story for you, man.
Go ahead.
It ain't funny, man, but I remember one time, man, we was out somewhere, man. I forgot who was with me. We was driving. Probably getting some beer or something. And this bum cat was selling the Quran. I don't know if you remember this, Lonzo. He was selling the Quran for $2. And so I ain't had no money. So I bring this hobo dude to your crib. He buzzing, right? I bring him to your crib like Lonzo. We bought $2. I can buy this Quran. So it was crazy. We bought a Quran, my personal Quran. I got it from a hobo dude, and Lonzo gave me the money. It's $2.
Wow. I remember that.
We was drunk about a Quran. It was over on 7-Eleven off of El Segundo. It was like El 7-Eleven or somewhere around there. I think we had spent our last money on beer, and a dude outside was selling the Quran, and we picked him up and drove him to your house.
Wow.
We bought like $2 about it.
Wow.
That's how wild shit was back then. And I still got the Quran to this day.
I remember when Lonzo lost that bet on that bench press.
What bet was that?
When he didn't believe I could bench 300.
I might have lost that one, Chuck. Yeah, pretty sure I did. You bet 300 that day?
On them cement weights in your back room?
Wow. That's crazy.
I remember them.
Hey, look, let me tell you right now. I know the good old days when we was on Van Ness Road Spin. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
We had fun back then, yeah.
We had some bad nights and some good nights. The bad night was when the homie shot himself.
Yeah.
That was a bad night.
Yeah.
But it was some good nights. We went to go with Tommy when Tommy worked at the little mini market. We go get all the snacks and come back to the studio. Come back to the studio.
Tommy and Keith.
Yeah.
Come back to the studio, man, with candy and cookies and potato chips.
With steaks.
We had to
repent from that, John.
Calm down. Lonzo, they put Tommy in charge of the liquor department.
Are they still in business?
No.
No, man. Oh, man.
Oh, no, it's fun, man. Going with you, DJing, carrying all them crates, all them big ass speakers, loading them off the truck, setting that shit up.
Yep.
You know,
my back hurts to this day, man.
That type of shit, man. Back in the day, watching y'all DJ, man, shit. Wasn't nothing funner than that, man. That was real DJing. Let me ask y'all DJs a question. When y'all see the new technology, how they DJ now, and they don't have to grab records out of the crate, everything is programmed in. Y'all think this is a form of cheating to y'all?
Ask Twin.
Not at my age.
To me, no. It's like this. It's like this.
No.
Because it's like this. Right now, you add more songs to a computer instead of bringing all them crates. Uncle Jam's Army shit. We must have had about 20 crates every time we went somewhere.
Yeah. Now,
did it take away from the art if you happen to just do that? That was the job.
I don't think so. No.
The technology allows you to do more shit and allows you to be more creative, but their foundation is not as good. It's like comparing the N.W.A. from now to back in Jordan and previous. Like now you got cats doing all these wild ass moves, but these cats can't make a free throw. They can't do none of the fundamental shit. So for DJing, it gives you an advantage of creativity, but you step by all the stuff it takes to build your skills up. Because if that computer shut down, if you can hand you 2 turntables instead of you don't look stupid.
Right. Yeah, you give a nigga 2 turntables and some records, he in trouble. He done.
Right. The same thing with sampling. Remember, we used to all sample our beats, and then imagine the sampler break. Okay, here's a keyboard and some drums. Can you do something? It's the same thing. You look at Chill and all these cats now, Mike Teenham, they make beats. They play the keyboard. You had these, so you go back and you learn those skills. But if you just straight, cheating all the time, you miss out on the foundations. So.
But for real though, hey, dude, it's the Flintstones versus the Jetsons. But for real, what it is, people don't even see it, man. Smart people are making things to make stupid people seem like they smart. And they and the young cats are getting they manipulated. They don't even see the truth. That's why they have to kill each other. They think they really brilliant. And this is a bunch of gibberish that they doing. It's not even it's music for their generation, but they need to take more of an art form and really think of like a Michelangelo type of stage of thinking instead of trying to think a gangster stage. I ain't seen a gangster yet that made it through life. If it is one, he ain't known. He's off the radar.
Yeah.
But I remember how y'all treated Grandmaster Flash when he came out with that Flash Former.
That was bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna even lie. That was garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But remember who bought the Transform to the West Coast was Bobcat.
Yeah.
With the click fader.
Shout out to Bobcat.
I gotta find that tape, man. That's when he served. He had served. Who was it? Joe Cooley.
Joe Cooley.
He was San Bernardino. He was San Bernardino.
I had it.
Yeah, when he bought LL with him.
Yeah.
And that was when we bought out Eric B and Rakim.
That was after that.
Nah, because I was in the back of the room with Rakim.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember the show in San Bernardino. There was a show in San Bernardino, and Joe Cooley, we were the sound people. Joe Cooley was DJing, and he mixed and doing his shit. Then Bobcat came in there and started transforming, and everybody's like, "What the?" Just shut the whole shit down.
Hey, remember that show?
Jay.
Hey, remember that show in San Bernardino? Y'all locked me in the van. If I was drunk with too much burgundy on. They was trying to save my life.
That's like a regular Tuesday.
I'm telling you, Tommy downtown happy hour today.
What's up, say?
I remember. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
I remember a show at the
Remember going to
Anaheim
the
Celebrity
comedy
Theater.
downtown at club set.
A Chipper told a real story. That was some crazy shit.
I remember a show. I was a shorty. I was a kid. We was at the Anaheim Celebrity Theater. This was a big old deal for us. This was a big old deal. The Anaheim Celebrity Theater, the stage, they used to go in a circle.
Right.
Compton's Most Wanted, the DLC, Above the Law. Too Short.
I remember that night.
Fools came up there tripping and snapped off in the bodyguard mode or wrestler mode or something. He was throwing people. All I seen was people coming out the dirt. They was just flying. I don't know what happened, but Slip was on that night.
They tried to take, because we was drinking that reanimated shit. We was drinking Thunderbird with Kool-Aid, and we was following Ice Cube to the show. We had Little White in the van, and y'all was following us. Cube boned out, left us, so he got there before us, and we couldn't get in. They'd already started tripping by the time Cube got there, and so we was like leaving the parking lot because they had tried to snatch motherfuckers' chains off and shit inside there. Like, hey,
that was Long Beach. That was Long Beach.
That was
Long Beach. I know what you're talking about. This was Anaheim. Long Beach is a whole different movie.
Yeah. When they shut it down,
Quicksand had the Raider coat on, and they tried to snatch his coat off. You know, I'm pro-black. I'm like, hey, bro, we ain't got to do this, man. Come on, man. He ain't forget the coat. Let us just exactly Cube on the left us.
What he had that cheap G?
Yeah, man. So I forgot. I ain't gonna say who it was who jumped us, but we got jumped by a gang of niggas. And children went to the car to get the gat. And I'm trying to talk about. I was like, man, we ain't about that. And the motherfucker dope fiend me, and that's the last time I remember.
That's what it was. Motherfucker dope fiend slipped, and he turned into an animal. All I seen was people just flying out the dirt. They flying out the dirt, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, Slip went on one. That was bizarre.
Carry two children in Vegas, one in each hand. Motherfucker. Like
gang of niggas.
Hey, man, what y'all talking about, man?
Oh, that's the mean one.
That's the other twin.
That's the mean one.
What's up, twin?
Hey, man, what it do, man? My niggas, hey, chill. If you ain't smoking, getting off, nigga.
Hey, man, I don't want to smoke because I don't want to make nobody else feel uncomfortable, man.
We all grown men with an ARP card. You get me nobody feel uncomfortable.
I ain't want to drink.
Medical now.
AARP card.
Yep.
Yeah,
everybody got an ARP card. This motherfucker here, boy.
It's legal. Come on, I come from the back of the days. 4-figure nickel bags, man. I'm a rock, man.
4-finger nickel. No, 2-finger nickel, 4-finger dime.
Right, 2-finger nickels, 4-finger dimes. Now we get it off the dispensary. It's in the store. It's like going to Walmart.
Oh shit, man! What's up, twin? Checking you out, man.
Hey, I'm here watching these Lakers.
Oh, they on now? How they doing?
Yeah, they on. But they getting whipped on a little bit.
Oh damn!
Hey,
They
twin.
still preaching.
Hey,
They got Bron in there.
We here to take Crown Control back from you.
Hey, it's 41-20.
Oh my God!
They get spanked.
Well, hey, the Warriors just got spanked a minute ago.
Yeah.
First, Lonzo, what got you into the business, man? How did you get started, man?
How did I get started? What now? You kind of dipped out for a minute.
In the music, just period. Opening up clubs and shit like that. What got you into this shit?
Man, well, before I did anything, I was a DJ, man. I was a mobile just like everybody else, Doc. I was hustling gigs, doing receptions and shit. And then all my buddies started doing dances. I was DJing for the dances. Them niggas was making all the money. I'm getting $150 a night. They making all the money off my ass. Fuck that. I started by the time I got 21, I opened the Eve After Dark and started doing that shit. I was doing that, but by the time I was 22, Open the Eve at the dark.
21, 22?
I had the Eve at 22.
Damn.
I opened the Eve at the dark a week after my 22nd birthday.
Wow.
My birthday is June the 16th. I opened that motherfucker June the 22nd, 1979. I had the Eve at the dark. Okay? So by that time, that's when Sugar Hill Gang came out and shit. Curtis Blow had already been out for a minute. And by 82, I was bringing in Run DMC and Curtis Blow to the Eve After Dark. And Run DMC messed around and broke my microphone. And I told my niggas that we can do this our damn self. Fuck this. And plus, they played for damn Zombie the next night. Pissed me the fuck off. Pissed me off. I flew them out here, got them a hotel, everything. They played my club on Friday, played Uncle Jam's Army on Saturday, and pissed me off. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And Clientele joined the group, and we started making records. Me and Unknown was already making underground mixes. Mike made some up for me. We was doing Z-Rocks and shit like that, the underground mixes. I was still doing that shit for a while. I'm trying to figure how I was doing that because I was making legitimate records and bootlegs at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
your name was Mr. 8-Track?
Huh?
Your name was Mr. 8-Track, Disco Lance?
I was just going, I don't know about Mr. 8-Track, but I was just going Lonzo for damn show. And after that, man, I started doing shit. And then once we realized how to make records on the bootleg tip, I got tired of looking over my shoulder, and we started making legitimate records. And everything else, man, just started growing little by little. The records started picking up. McCullough was stealing and shit. And next thing I know, we doing shows in Sacramento and Texas and shit like that. And it just kept growing, man. And plus, my last job, I was working for a record distributor. So I do all the record stores in the city. So when I was making my bootlegs, I already had a distribution network set up with the swap meets and the VIPs. So everybody would come to me, DJ Quick, Easy. Everybody would come to me to get their records in the stores. So I knew all the store owners. And it just kind of kept going, man. I just put me in a position to be, influential. And then I met Greg Mack. I started doing doodles. Yeah. And Greg was bringing me all them action shit to doodles. He was bringing everybody to doodles. And then Greg opened up Skateland right next door to doodles. He saw what we was doing at doodles. And he hired me to open up Skateland. So I had Skateland on doodles on Friday, Skateland on Saturdays. And Slipton was right there. Slip and Tommy.
You was grizzly hustling back then.
Huh?
I said you was grizzly hustling back then.
Yes, sir. Grizzly hustling. I like that.
Hey, so I remember those days.
I got a question. So I know maybe all y'all seen the verses with Too Short of E40, which was the dopest verse to me.
Hey, quick next.
Short. I would love it, but look.
I just told Ake to do it.
Huh?
I just told Ake to do it.
You
know how much how much they gonna make on just endorsements alone? They just said Gucci Man and Jeezy made like $1 million.
The stream's gonna go up, but there's too many politics behind it. And we can do it because Quick is my boy right now, and he's 8 boy. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll be doper. And you a DJ, Mike T. I'm just dropping the needle with the low street shit against that party shit. I don't think it'll be a good melt. But 8 and Spice want to be dope.
Yeah,
8 and Spice want to be dope.
Nah, Quick and 8, they got 2 different styles. Let them go.
That's because they had a beef. That's all. You know what I mean?
And for Compton though. But it's for Compton though.
Quick got the party. 8 got the street.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You know what I mean?
On for Compton, man.
And you see who like what.
If that's the case, it is going to be a different genre. You know what I'm saying? Put 8 against MC Ren. If that's the case,
True. You could.
You know what I mean?
But Evil Twin versus Good Twin.
What I was going to say, it was in reference to Lonzo. So they had said that, and Craig Mack, you know what I mean? They had said that the game was kind of originated up north. You know what I'm saying? Which they had that out the trunk game on lock, but what does that say for cats like you, Lonzo, that was really out the trunk out here bleeding the block? Nicola Records with Eric and you know what I'm saying? And even you know what I'm saying, when y'all was making them techno records, you know what I'm saying? And y'all up there getting whacked. and all
Lonzo was making a Mixtrix and Vibe, Z-Rock,
Yeah, would
Z-Rock
you say
1,
that comes
2,
from Southern
all that
California,
shit.
or is
He was
that
DJing
Bay?
all that, man.
Don't forget the Matrix.
Right?
Yeah. But the Z-Rock,
Man, that's a
the
good
Mixtrix
question.
and Vibe, all that.
I got my game. I got some of my games from my boy Duffy Hooks. Duffy passed back in the early 2000s, but Duffy was the ultimate street hustler. I mean, I guess when it came to hip hop, and I mean before hip hop even, well, it was good, but we were doing mixed. Me and Unknown was doing them Z-Rocks and scratch parties and house parties, and we had so many labels. We had to make up different labels just to compete with each other.
Right.
I had to. Record would come out. I'd have to make 2 records just to compete with myself. I'd have a different label just to compete with myself to keep somebody else from getting the records.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. So I don't know, out the trunk, man, I think I probably was the king of out the trunk. I'm the one that taught Adrian Gregory out the trunk, Tupac's manager. He was one of my interns for a while. He worked for me for free for a good little while. I don't know much about Up North, man. I know Adrian came down here, worked with me for a while. Then he discovered Digital Underground. Then he discovered Tupac. But I'm the one that put the street game together for hip hop. Don't know about nobody else. But before hip hop, when the shit was just touching down, when everybody was trying to come out, except for
80s,
Toddy
right?
T.
It's 80s, yeah.
This was in the early 80s or late 80s.
It's
81, 82.
Yeah, because I remember when I was in college, and I met Al.
Yeah,
he
because
was telling me
like
about
around 84. You know what I mean? Y'all was already cracking with the Uncle Jim.
And Short was on the bus selling mixtapes.
Who that?
Say that again, Slip.
Hello?
What you say, Slip?
I got a crazy story for y'all right quick. When
me and
Unknown did a single on Compton's Most Wanted. It was just a little single. Me and Unknown was riding through Compton, passing these motherfuckers the cassettes out. Niggas was rolling up on us like they wanted to whoop our ass because we didn't know where the fuck we was going. We just looking for niggas, right? We just looking for hood niggas to give the records to. Niggas up on the nigga, what y'all got? What y'all got? Hey man, calm down, doc. I got some music for you. That's how we broke Compton Most Wanted. We took them singles to the streets, literally. Swap Me wouldn't take him at first. We had to take him to the streets and pass him out to niggas.
That's crazy. I know the first time I heard a guy playing it in his car, me and 8 was in a Jeep that Unknown that gave 8 or sold to him or whatever he did, right? And me and 8 was in Jeep. We rolling down Compton Boulevard and with some Latino brothers, you know what I'm saying? They was in a van, you know what I mean? And they was bumping this with Compton, and Slip used to have the heaviest bass on the West. You know what I mean? And it just seemed like I was breathing. It was boom, 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 boom. You know, I stuck my head out the window. I said, damn, he bumping our shit. I'm like, that's our shit. You know what I'm saying? And from there on, I was like, man, I ain't even got to see Craig Mack, man. Somebody was bumping my shit on the street. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? But, yeah. And then shout out to Big White, you know what I'm saying? That big old truck, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Slip Pops, rest in peace.
Hey, I got a good story. I got an unknown story.
You know what I mean? Big White, we hit up over that thing, man. The Slip used to have the subs in that thing, man. The super subs in that thing. Boy, we do all kind of shit up here. A whole bunch of Tommy burgers.
Hey, y'all want to hear a story about unknown? Y'all want to hear a story about unknown? Hey, it was one of our first shows we did at Mr. J's in Santa Ana, right? Me, Aiden Chill was there. I don't know if Slip was there. And
I was there.
I think Quickstand was there. So yeah, dude got Will from Palmer Block got shot at that show. Yeah. But me and 8, I went in, they had this hole in the wall, right? In our dressing room. So I jumped back, there was a whole nother building, right? So I see a can of spray paint. I start writing on the wall, right? I wrote some Inglewood stuff on the wall. I didn't write my name though. 8 go back to he see me, he started writing Track New Park Compton Crip on the wall. He didn't write his, he wrote Tight Low, right? Unknown dumbass come back there talking about what y'all doing. And, you know, Unknown tall as crap, right? So he squeezed through this little hole. He back there. He writes CMW DJ Unknown on the fucking wall, right? Me and A go back in the room. We grab a beer. We start drinking. Unknown still back there, right? The dude, the security guard, big ass security guard, come in the room. Like, hey man, where that other guy? We trying to lie. Like, what? He out there? He's like, no, I didn't see him. I seen him come in, but I didn't see him come out. He starts smelling the spray paint. He go back there and catch Unknown ass, man. That shit was so funny, man. He had Unknown sound like a little kid. Hey man, what you back here doing? Who wrote this shit on the wall?
Hey, Mike T, Unknown used to be so mad at me and hey, oh, we was terrible. First time we go on tour, promo tour for It's a Compton thing. I think it was Straight Checking Them or It's a Compton thing, one of them. And we in New York. Man, me and A dogged that hotel room out. I'm talking about we was just in there just excited. They had bought us a whole bunch of Popeye's chicken and shit, right? Fries and shit. And, you know, New York got them tall ass buildings. We throwing fries. It started off with throwing fries out the window at people. Then for some odd reason, we thought it was a good idea to throw blankets and the light shades and the light fixtures and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Dropping cups of pee on people and shit like that. You know what I mean? Oh, we was terrible, man. We was terrible. Wow. Until we got back and then we charged the shit out of us for that hotel room.
Man, and on the same trip though, right? On the same trip, like we Unknown man share rooms, right? So we had sharing rooms. Like I know, like okay, I'm gonna take y'all to the strip club, whatever, right? Okay, we go to the strip club, go to the bar, whatever, right? So we there. I know, like everything is on me, right? So he buying drinks, all this shit. I check my back pocket. I'm like, where the fuck my wallet? This nigga know that took my wallet, using my cash, eating all the beers and shit. Man, I'm like, you motherfucker. Oh man.
Hey, remember when he went to jail in St. Louis for that pistol?
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
I was in St. Louis, man. Hey, chill.
What's up, Jay? What's up?
Hey, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was
One at a time.
Oh, I'm so bad.
Somebody cut their volume.
Yeah, if you talk to me, people talk to you, it gets distorted. All right, go ahead. Jolly Joe?
Oh, no, I was remembering one time, man, A took me on tour with him. Y'all remember that, my first time going. Phil, you was in jail, something that happened. We went to St. Louis, right? It was Too Short, KRS-One, Compton's Most Wanted,
Second None.
And I ain't never experienced that shit, man, right? We got back to the hotel. 8 at that time got 3 bras in the room, man. We all got bras in the room. I'm just tagging on at that time. I'm just with y'all. Hey man, I ain't never. That was one of the funnest times that I had. But I remember this one particular time. Dude came to the door and knocked on A door. And he was like, "Hey, where you from?" He's from Hoover. This is a St. Louis nigga, right? This is back in the. This has got to be what 90s, something like that. You remember when we went to St. Louis?
Like 90, 91, 92.
90, 91, and it took me out back then. Like this nigga just banging out here. They coming in and trying to fake trip on 8. We got the fuck homeboy up, right? He got corrected, of course, and he built on. But all of that shit was an experience back then. Because at that time, I ain't never left out of LA. And hey, I hate what I don't know what happened with you, but I was happy that I was able to go.
On everything, man. Hey, them was the days, bro. Hey, you know what, Joe? It's crazy. It's crazy, man, because it's crazy because, you know, now I look back, you know what I mean, and I'm like, it's an echo, but I hope y'all can hear me.
Yeah,
but, you know, I don't know where it's echoing, man. Can y'all hear me, though?
Yeah.
You know, we done been all over the place, man, and you know, dudes used to be like, man, we used to be doing drive-bys and selling a gang of dope off y'all music. And, you know, this is state to state. And not only that, you know what I mean? You know, certain places we was getting pressed. You know what I mean? Like, where y'all from? And this, that, the other. We pretend to be, not saying that we was wannabes, but we wasn't really no turned up, just live ass gangbangers. It was really most up a part of, man, you better be a part of this shit before you be one of the guys getting chased around and beat up or represent, and you protect behind that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go ahead and do what y'all do. You know, now I look at them and shit, we was talking all this shit. You know what I mean? I wonder, like, if people got killed off our music and, you know, this, that, the other, you know what I'm saying? Like, these days, it makes me kind of trip. Like, damn, we was talking shit, but we wasn't like the ghetto boys. They was talking shit. You know what I mean? But, you know, I think we was kind of violent, you know what I'm saying, with the rhymes, but it was kind of storytelling, you know what I'm saying? We used to use the excuse of, we're trying to tell you what not to do so you don't get. That was the excuse, really. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, these days, I don't feel like, because music do influence a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So we really wasn't banged out like that for niggas to be trying to press us and doing all this whole crazy shit that we had going on, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers thinking we like straight Tookie Williams homeboys or something, and we wasn't. You know what I mean? We just some regular dudes out of Compton trying to bust. That's it. I lost sound, man. I don't know what you did, Lons, but you
I had to mute everybody for a minute to get the sound right. Make sure we don't waste our time because it was getting a little bad, a little rough for a minute. But yeah, we got that story good, Doc. Who else got something to say? Jolly Joe, who's that? Slip, you got? Come on, man.
One quick story, man. So on that note, we in Chicago, right? Before that, right? You know, we used to drink. Not everybody drank like we did, but I used to drink. So, I had me and Eight. I bought 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, right? Eight ain't really no drinker, but he drinking with me the day before we go to Chicago. So Eight drank the whole bottle of Jack.
That was terrible.
You know, yeah, he's fucked up. So we go do the show in Chicago with Rand and Easy and them. And so Eight's throwing up all day. He's sick as fuck. He goes on. I'm the engineer, right? So I'm in the audience. It's all Chicago niggas. I got the big ass St. Ives CFW coat on. And so they're doing the show. The show is terrible, right? So Eight leave. He barely make it through the show. And Chill like, fuck Chicago. and so I'm like, Howie, what? And so I'm out there to sound. I ain't never meet mug niggas like this in my life. I had to walk through all them LH Larry Hoover ass niggas with my big ass CMW coat on to get backstage. And Chill left me out in the audience. Boss.
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. And it wasn't that I was saying fuck Chicago.
I know.
It was like, man, fuck this shit, man. Y'all motherfuckers ain't fuck. It was too cold out there. And motherfuckers was checking us out, but they wasn't live like they used to be. And I was like, well, fuck y'all then. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't dawn on me. Slippers in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Is that 10 man, aka Quicksand?
Yeah.
Quicksand, what's up with your money?
Look, the older he get, the meaner he look.
They look younger. He looking straight the same.
We can hear you. Say something. He can't hear us. He can't hear us. Y'all got to do no signals.
Think I'm on here gangbanging.
Yeah. All right, Chuck. I'm gonna bring Chuck back in for a minute, folks. Chuck, you back, baby? Chuck.
Am I the one with the echo?
Back, baby. I think so.
Am I the one with the echo?
Yep. You the one with the echo.
It look like it.
Nah, you the old nigga with the
I'm asking you, homie. I'm asking you, I just remember the night when all the Sound Control mob went to jail because they was trying to go get them speakers back. Terry could tell you about that. I just remember the night when all the sound control mob went to jail because they was trying to go get them speakers back.
Yeah, Chuck got.
We almost died.
Oh, I remember that.
We almost died.
I wasn't with y'all that night.
The cop rolled up on us, and my leg was broke, so I had crutches. So I'm walking with crutches. The rookie, he pulled a gun out, it goes off. This Compton PD. And all officers, they surround us like, who shot? There's about to be a footnote in history. So he pulled a gun out, and like, he pulls the gun out, it goes off. Man. They're going to shoot us, they're going to shoot the whole crew.
Why we get that echo back?
I don't know. Was it me?
No, it ain't you. It ain't me. That's the only part about this technology that can get a little irritating. Sometimes you get some surprise shit that we have echo all day long. I was sitting the last few minutes, we got echo.
Yeah.
We good. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, we spent the weekend. So we spent the weekend in the Compton jail under the city hall.
Yeah,
for attempted kidnapping.
Attempted kidnapping.
Yeah, because we told homeboy take us to where the shit at.
Oh, you can't move nobody. That's right.
Yeah.
Move a motherfucker. You got a kidnapping case.
Yeah.
All right, man. We've been here about 2 hours, folks. Y'all, who else got another good story for us before we get up out of here, man? Just let me know. Somebody give me a little sign if you got a good story or something you want to share before we get out of here. Rick Rock, I see his mouth moving. Rick Rock.
Yeah, here I go. This is a tale that me and eight used to be super tight back in like 92. And we was hanging out together. Like when the 92 riots hit, me and him was everywhere. You know what I mean? My brother had, my birthday was actually on April 29th. And I'm pretty sure Slip I remember because right when the riot and all of that type of stuff was happening, I think Slip and them did some shopping at one particular store. And then they came by the house and, got a blessing on my birthday. But the next day, me and Eight, we was out and hanging out with some young ladies, and we had a whole bunch of drink, and we had finished, like we was drinking a lot of Hennessy, and then we had some cheap Hennessy called Biscuit, and so we put the real Hennessy in the biscuit bottle. So when we was hanging out in the hotel room with the girls, we ran out of the real Hennessy, and they was like they wanted something else to drink, so we gave them. The bottle of we put the biscuit in one of our used Hennessy bottles and we let them drink that, and they thought that they was drinking Hennessy, and it was like, and then we tried to say, when they said we ran out, it was like, well, we want something else to drink. We tried to give them the biscuit bottle, and they was like, nah, we don't drink biscuit. And me and Eight was in there dying because that's all they've been drinking the whole night. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I remember during the riot, man. I got video footage of Tupac, and Master Rick kind of slick, man. We was out there, man. I was with the other twin. I forgot what his name, man. Not Lance Advance, the other cat, man. But nah, yeah, we used to have fun back in the day, man. We used to get a little bit of everything.
I got Quicksand.
Go ahead.
Quicksand. You unmuted, Doc. You unmuted. You can't. Somebody talk to him besides me, see if we can hear somebody else. Muted, Doc. Nobody don't hear nobody.
Can you hear anybody? Quicksand, can you hear me?
He must not hear nobody, man.
Quicksand, can you hear anything? Is his sound turned off?
No, I got him up. I got everybody up except for Chuck. Better bring Chuck back in now. There you go, Chuck. You back?
Hey, but on the real, Lonzo, I don't know if anybody ever told you this, but thanks, man.
Oh man, thank you. Welcome, man. I appreciate that, Doc.
Yeah, just you do need some props for being the historian you are, for being the legend and the leader that you are. But from the heart, I mean, pretty much none of this would have been available if you weren't willing to take that risk back then.
Right
so
on,
if ain't nobody ever told you thank you.
Slip too.
Thank you.
Much love, folks. Much love.
Lonzo and Slip, both of y'all.
Yeah. Slip brought me the idea. Slip just knocked on my door one day, man. I want to do a compilation of them. I ain't got no money, Slip. I got the axe. You give me the studio. Let's do it, man. Yeah. Let's do it. That's all we had to do. You got the axe. I got the studio. Let's make it happen.
Hey, Lonzo.
Thank you all the time.
Hey, Lonzo, could you tell a story about what happened with McCullough?
I was just
man, McCullough.
That was cold game.
Man, McCullough, we got Record Crew got picked up and we went to CBS for a minute. We got dropped like we had stole something at CBS. They kept us for about a year. And we came back to McCullough, and that motherfucker had called in all our old records, all the albums, the surgery, juice, everything, and said we owed him like $80,000. And so I figured I'm gonna get us out of debt by dropping some EPs and shit. So I dropped the House Call EP. I dropped Ice Cube's EP, the CIA, and but by this time McCullough had also taken some new partners, some cats out of New Jersey, and these cats was no joke. They was some serious dudes. I'd already dropped. Hold on. Let me back up. I dropped Turn Off the Lights. That's what it was. I dropped Turn Off the Lights, and that was the one that was going to get us out of debt. But by the time we'd already broke up, the crew had broke up. I'm back in McCullough. I got Turn Off the Lights. He got these new partners, and we dropped. I think I dropped Turn Off the Lights in '87, '88 January. I dropped Turn Off the Lights in '87, '88 January. Hold on. Okay, the echo came back. One of y'all that picked it up. Oh, hold on. Don't know who it is. The echo came back. One of y'all that picked it up. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna try my. Don't know who it is. Let me see what happens. So anyway, oh no, it ain't. I'm trying. I'm gonna mute everybody for a second, folks. I finish this story right quick. This echo is gonna drive people crazy. So McCullough got these new partners, and they gave me some money to do an album on Turn Off the Lights. Now, Turn Off the Lights, I'm sorry. Turn Off the Lights became the Negro National Anthem. First week in January, I'm blowing up all over the country. Everybody wanted to play Turn Off the Lights. They thought we were still on CBS. I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is I got a top 10 record and I ain't got no crew. Dre them gone. So I go get some cats out of the from who lived out of around the corner called the Uzi Brothers, and McCullough's new partners gave me some money to do a new album. I run in, do the album in like 2 weeks. Okay, now Slip, 2 weeks ain't no time to do a goddamn album. I just ran in and do the album. They rushed the shit out of my ass. Okay, ran in, did the album, did it in like 2 weeks, and then we dropped the album, went on tour. Now I'm on tour with Eazy-E, Just Ice, Ice-T, and N.W.A. I'm the only non-gangster on the whole goddamn tour. They got us on the same planes, same buses, same hotels. Oh, I forgot to say, I picked up Battle Cat and Richie Rich. I know y'all know Battle Cat, but Richie Rich is another hip-hop homie. I ran on the show. Me, him, and Battle Cat go out as a record group, and we start doing shows. And they got us all doing the same shit. It was the most uncomfortable shit in my life, man, because niggas I done raised and rolled with all this time, they ain't speaking to me. They're not fucking with me at all, okay? Now, we go get the money. Atron, who was the road manager for N.W.A, who was also my road manager and my partner, We go back to get the money from the promoters. They get like $1,500, $2,000. I'm getting $7,500, $10,000. Okay, and it just was the most awkward shit in the world. Make a long story short, when I got back to Macola, by the time I got back to Macola, man, the Sopranos had turned that motherfucker out. Just like in the movie Goodfellas, they sold all that shit, all the presses, all the catalog. The only reason why I got my shit back was because I was still there and I never signed the contract. I got all my. I had about it was about at one time it was about 20,000 copies of Turn Off the Lights in the Macola warehouse. I went there on a Monday. I saw like 20,000 copies. I told Don I was coming back Wednesday to pick him up. I went back there Tuesday, what but 10,000 copies there. And I found out he had sold them to a what they call a rack jobber. Woo, shit. The scene you see in the Trail Out of Compton when Ice Cube tore up that man's office with a golf club. I did that to Macola. I went in there with a motherfucking golf club and tore up everything in the office. Homeboy, he knew I was coming. Because Unknown had called him and said, I don't know what you did to Lonzo, but he's pissed off. And that nigga on his way, okay? And when I got there, homeboy just threw me like two stacks of hundreds just to get me out of his face. I get you some more money. So me and my cousin took the rest of the records home, put them in my garage. I still got records. I got about 300 of them records right to this day. Anyway, after that, they just gutted Macola financially. They took all the presses, everything, and sold that shit, man. And shortly after that, I decided to form the company West Coast Record Distributors, which one that Chuck just asked me about. And we took all that shit over to West Coast, me, Egypt, Unknown, and Rudy from the Dream Team. And we formed West Coast. Now, that was a whole other situation because, that was my idea. Nobody believed we can do this. I could pull the shit off. And I hate to sound like a goddamn know-it-all, but I did. That's what I did. I drove down to Palm Springs, met with all the distributors at the what do you call it? They have a NARM convention, the National Association for Record Merchandisers. They said they would buy from us. Went to Rainbow Records in Santa Monica, talked to the manager Steve, and he said he would press for us. In fact, he gave us all a $25,000 line of credit with no money, cash, no paperwork, no nothing. So we was able to distribute JJ Fad's album, Rodney O and Joe Cooley's album, and then we dropped the Compton Compilation. That's when the shit got fucked up because when we found out later on, Egypt's girl had got a bunch of advances from the distributors for a video for Egypt, and she sucked up all the money. So when the Compton Compilation went out, there was no money left over for the distributor. We was already in debt to the distributors. So we only made like shit, man, I think we about to press about 20,000 copies. But because our pressing was collateralized against our accounts receivables, and our accounts receivables, this bitch had got all the money, we couldn't get no money for our product because we was already in debt to the distributor. West Coast was in debt to the distributors, which means we couldn't get no money from them. And that's why we never got I never got a check from that motherfucker at all. Never got a dime. But I tell you something else, we never got a return on the Compton Compilation album. No. I've never seen it in a 99-cent bin. I've never seen it no place where it wasn't supposed to be other than somebody's house. That's no bullshit. We also did the Rodney O and Joe Cooley thing. We got returns on Rodney O and Joe Cooley, and then when Rudy sold to Ruthless, we got returns. We ended up getting in debt to the distributors because by this time we decided we weren't going to be in business no more together. And everybody was like, fuck y'all. Everybody was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Me and Unknown stayed positive. We did our own thing over here. We had a thing called Pacific Coast Distributors for a hot second. But by that time, Rudy was doing some other shit. Egypt was on his trip. And we just never got, it was like, we just had sold the whole company, and we never got paid. Me and Unknown, the only one never made money off of West Coast. Although the company generated $1 million the first year. No bullshit. We just never got paid because the way the shit was collateralized against the accounts receivables, and Lisa, Egypt's girl, had stolen. Here's a story I think I told some of y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all again tonight. Fucking story. Remember Charles? Charles was my partner on the compilation. If you look at some movies right now, there's a dude named Toby Emmerich. He runs I think he runs Sony or something like that. At this time, he was a big wig over at Warner Brothers. We got a call for Toby Emmerich. He wanted to buy the Compton Compilation. Okay? No bullshit. Me and Charles meet homeboy at the Beverly Hills Hotel. On the way up there, we said, man, our number is 75,000. Okay, that was our number. He offered us 100 off the top. Swear to God. If I could call Charles right now, I would call him and ask the same shit. He offered us 100,000 for the Compton Compilation. The meeting wasn't 20 minutes long. I like what you guys are doing. I want to put this on our label. We're prepared to give you guys $100,000. I'm trying to keep from laughing and bite. I'm trying to not bite my fucking lip and shit. So he said, it was on a Friday. He said, we'll call you Monday morning and we'll meet with you guys and get you the paperwork. I'm at West Coast Record Distributors. First thing Monday morning, I'm waiting on the goddamn phone, Phone never called. Charles came in late that day. He had a dentist appointment Monday. Call never came. So I'm trying to figure out, it's like 2 o'clock. Call never came. Now he was adamant about calling us. Be sure, don't change your mind. Please. I'll have my attorney get with you guys on Monday. We get the paperwork done. We'll have this done in a few days. Call never came. Now I didn't find this out until about 5 or 6 years later. Something happened before I found out what happened. I didn't understand, but once I found out what happened, everything made sense. One day I'm paying my cable bill over off of Centinela in Culver City. And I see Lisa, the chick that was running Egyptian Lovers label, and I'm in line paying my cable bill. She walks in behind me, and she sees me, and she starts, "Oh, Lonzo, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, I'm fine. Lisa, how you doing, babe? I left my checkbook in the car. I'll be right back." And she got in the car and she left. She just left. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what was that about? It didn't register. Well, it's a buddy of mine. He was on my pop lock, and she called me today, in fact. His name is Victor Brooks. He's a pop locker. He's known as Dr. Who. Dr. Who was the receptionist for West Coast Record Distributors at that time. He'd answer the phone every morning and distribute the calls whoever they want to speak to. I was telling the story about how we never got paid for Compton Compilation and how we wanted to we had a deal to sell the Compton Compilation. And I told him, I said, man, but they never called, dude. They never called. I don't know what happened. He said, they called. I said, huh? He said, they called. What you mean they called? He said, they called, but Lisa told him y'all wasn't interested. I say, what? Now everything made motherfucking sense. Everything made fucking sense. No bullshit, man. This is how shit comes out over time. He said, yeah, man, Lisa called and told him y'all wasn't interested and that y'all decided to stay independent. I'm like, you bullshit. And that's why the bitch, when she saw me at Spectrum, or at that time it was Time Warner, she took off running. That's no bullshit. That's some real hip hop shit right there. Okay? That's some real, I'll let y'all can come in now. I'm gonna open the lines up. I know y'all got conversations, got questions, but that's some real hip hop shit. Yeah. And my boy Vic, I talked to him today. He called me today for something else. Because he was on my pop lock until last week. Huh? Man, one of y'all got a hell of an echo. Who is that? I can't let all y'all in at one time. We good now?
I think so.
I think
I'm
so.
in
So
there.
it must be. It's either Twin or it ain't Chuck. Chuck's mic is open right now. But yeah, folks, that's what happened to the money for Compton Compilation. We never got no returns. I never started in a one of those discount ends. Never.
Hey, do you got any more?
Nah, dude. Nah. I might have. I found a couple of cassettes. That was it. But you know, we never cleared those samples on that.
I'm gonna put my bid in for one.
Mine first. I want more.
We got
put my bid in.
Hey, I got a 16-year-old daughter that don't believe me.
Oh no shit.
Wow.
Right. Hey.
I'm
gonna put my bid in.
No, I don't have one either, man. I got the cassette cover. That's all I got.
I just got an Instagram picture. That's all I have.
Wow. I do believe I got some cassettes in the garage, man. I know I'm looking at a couple of cassettes right now. I know I got 2 for sure. Okay.
Hey, Lonzo, you still owe me 50 cents, dude, for that janky ass soda machine you had up in the studio.
Hey, how do you transfer that over, though, man?
Huh?
How do you transfer that over from cassette?
Oh, I got all kind of transfer machines, man. Ain't no problem with that. I can digitize it and send it to you guys. Ain't no problem. I got
so let me tell y'all this. Y'all do know it's streaming and all that shit right now, right?
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
Man, I thought about it, but we got so many unclear samples on that thing, man. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare.
I mean, you know, these days, you know, if they catch it, they just snatch it down. But at least we monetize them on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, it's tricky, you know what I mean? But whoever got it out streaming, that's who's getting the money right now.
I ain't put it out streaming. I don't think. No, I ain't put it out.
Charles got his name up in there somewhere though. I tried to put it on.
Somebody put it on
Turner.
YouTube though.
No,
some of the songs is on YouTube.
I put it on SoundCloud and they blocked it. They blocked Quicksand song.
Yeah.
It went back to Charles, and it went back to Charles Turner name.
I can go on YouTube and pull it up right now, the whole album from top to bottom with the artwork flashing. Whoever that is, which is some random fan or some person, I ain't saying he's a grimy guy or something, but he could be a fan. That's who's getting the money.
No, that person ain't getting it.
Didn't they have me and PG-13 switched?
Yeah.
On the album, yeah.
On
the album cover, yeah.
Now, whoever put the video up or the songs ain't getting paid, they got a thing on there called common attribute, and that'll bypass all your ownership rights to it. You just put it on your channel, and that's all you got to do. They're gonna ask you to do it anyway if you put anybody else's material up there.
Yeah, if you ain't publishing it for monetized reasons, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
But you know what I mean. That's a classic record, man. I would say, you know, cats like Lonzo, DJ Slip, you know, Craig Mack, you know what I'm saying? Even, you know, Egyptian Lover. You know what I mean? When they say the West Coast, man, they gotta say y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all the guys that birthed this, not just the gangster rap, but just West Coast hip hop, period. Y'all made it like out here. You know what I mean? You know, this is the birth of hip hop for the West Coast. And if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no Kendrick, it wouldn't be no YG, it wouldn't be no Nipsey, it wouldn't be none of that. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, man, to get y'all flowers while y'all here right now. That's flowers for y'all. I mean, because you don't get y'all just due. You know what I'm saying? You know, quick to say, oh, let's line and shout out to these brothers. You know what I'm saying? I love them all. You know what I'm saying? Let's line up Battle Cat with DJ Quick. I'm like, well, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't line up DJ Slip with Ant Banks. You know what I'm saying? You can't line up Lonzo, you know what I'm saying, with Egypt. Man, like, come on, man, give us our flowers while we here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it really need to be told. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can't line up, you know what I'm saying, Greg Mack with Big Boy. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
know what I mean? Like, while we here, man. You know what I'm saying? Give us our flowers while we here. I appreciate seeing you brothers, man. We all grayed up, boy, but we look good. You know what I'm saying? And keep on keeping on. We got to do this type of shit more because we got to put our stories out there. Because these days we'll be dead and gone and some corny fool telling our story. You feel
yes,
me?
sir.
We gotta tell it ourselves. I mean, Slip, you gotta go in that vote and find them videos. You know what I'm saying? And put them on Pro Tools, YouTube, whatever the hell, so we could tell that great Compton's Most Wanted story.
We write the videos, then put them on Pro Tools and whatever. Get your
videos, man.
Man, we didn't have unbelievable times, man. Like I say, I'm finna turn 50 in a couple of days. I know it's a couple of brothers that's older than me, but man, I come from Compton, California. I wasn't supposed to make it past 25.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to be turning, you know what I'm saying, it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Now I need 50 more in me. You know what I mean? To actually tell the story about the life I led. You know what I mean? Because it was amazing with you, brother. Bro, whether money got took,
come through that era, man, and we all here, man. We all looking good and shit, man. Man, God bless us, man.
Chill.
I mean,
make it, man.
You know, at the end of the day, all I want to do was rap. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, we wanted our money, but you know what I mean? At the end of the day, when I met you guys, man, when I came up in that studio and slipped on that damn SP1200, I just want to bust. You know what I'm saying? I just want to rap. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm rapping, mixing, mastering, doing, you know, all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I got to get that credit to Slip. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for him. Countless nights sleeping on his speakers, countless night on his couch. You know what I mean? Countless nights with his black cats. You know what I mean? All that.
Hey, folks, let's do this right quick.
Your dad putting up with all of our shit, Slip.
Yeah.
Shout out to your parents, man. That house, man.
Can y'all hear me right now?
We wore that house out, man. That was like our second
round of applause, y'all. Let's give Slip a round of applause for being a producer. He made that shit happen, man. He brought that shit to me, Doc. I was executive producer. He put all the beats together. He put all y'all together. He made it all happen, man. I can't. One thing about me, I will not take credit for shit I did not do. Slip brought that shit to me. All I did was gave the keys to the studio, and we had to go steal my shit back. That's all. That's all we did. We had to go steal my shit back.
We are the epitome of legends. You know what I'm saying? I hear the lingo, what they say people are, but our story is just, I feel like they ain't giving us our credit, man. And I just want to just give us our flowers right here on this Zoom, you know. But you know, we need to find a way, you know what I'm saying, to get our legacy told.
They're not gonna give it. We gotta take it. We gotta put it out there.
Hey man,
they ain't gonna give you shit. Fuck
hey,
it. You gotta take it. Fuck it. Just say it and do it.
People got mad at me. People got mad at Straight Outta Compton. Why y'all put Lonzo in that movie? Why y'all put this? Why y'all put that? Well, Lonzo played a specific part in Straight Outta Compton, but it ain't nobody else's responsibility to tell your story. If you can tell it yourself,
that's right.
It ain't nobody's responsibility to tell the story but ours, okay? That's why I did this shit, because it ain't y'all responsibility to do this. It's mine, because it was something that was on my label. And I talked to most of y'all on the regular basis. I talked to Mike, I talked to Rick, I talked to Chill. I see Twin on Facebook all the time. So it's, you know, I got the connections to make it happen. And so I'm doing it, but it's just a matter of the story got to be told, man. Because if we don't tell it, it will not be told. Y'all ought to be a bunch of white boys, and I'm gonna be a white man. Stop control mob.
Straight 5 heartbeats.
Yeah.
Right. They have us looking crazy as hell, man. You know what I mean? And we definitely need to be put in history, you know what I mean? Because we did our thing.
Hey, we do ours, we got to put Unknown in there, man, because Unknown played a big part in West Coast hip hop, too. Ice-T, King T, CM Dub, come on now.
Yeah. And Chuck was 6 feet tall with a Jerry curl.
With them biker shorts on.
That's the real Chuck.
Shout out to all the DJs,
dancing with the flat top.
Small beat. I still wish you would have got.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we got
winners now.
Came back. Hey fellas, it's 8:30, man. I know y'all got stuff to do.
I got one more thing to say, Lonzo.
Go ahead,
one more thing. All right, hey Twin, since you on there, I know you can hear me, man. Lonzo, man, let's do the radio station.
What?
Stop laughing. That's the evil laugh again. Now just fucking around. Now we need to do that radio station, man. Twin can DJ like we can go live from home. I got to show you the rest of it. All you do is download this one little program. Okay. I can go live right now on the CMW radio station. Yep, that's
all right,
it.
Let's do that. All right, yeah, folks. I'm gonna let everybody come in for a minute. Y'all can say our goodbyes, man. We're gonna wrap this party up. Much love to all y'all, man. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna stop talking.
Take your old ass to bed there, nigga.
Hey, you know what it is. It's your bedtime, Lonzo. He on here yawning and shit. It's your bedtime, Lon.
Rick Rock, go ahead, Doc. Rick Rock.
Burn it. Burn it.
No, I'm right here. I'm right here. I appreciate everything. Like you said, I'm much humble respect to everybody. You know, me and Jolly Joe, we done a lot together. So, like I said, that just cemented it. And then me getting the opportunity to work with CMW and produce on a couple of those projects. And like I said, I got you know, a lot more to tell too. So I'm looking forward to continue building and doing whatever I can to do to help us push this movement forward.
All right. Much love.
Hawthorne roar. Come on, do the roar.
DJ Twin.
Lion.
That's right.
DJ Twin, you got it, baby. Can you hear us?
Twin.
Is he muted?
Unmute yourself.
I got it. I had him muted. He's unmuted on my end. All right. Johnny Joe, go ahead, Doc.
Hey, man, first off, man, peace and blessings to all y'all, man. It's good to see y'all. I want to get a maybe Slip, if Lonzo, if you can arrange for all of us to one day we all link up, break bread, and have a drink together somewhere. Slip, when you come down from Texas. And like I said, I got you know. All right. I don't know when, but if you can set that up one day when everything calm down a little bit, man, that'd be cool for all us to come together, break bread together, have some drinks, man, talk face to face, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, if it wasn't for Slip, for me, y'all can hear me?
Who's that? Slip?
Y'all can hear me?
The Twin.
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
Go ahead. You got it,
Can y'all
Doc.
hear
Go
me?
ahead. Yeah.
I can't.
Joe, go ahead, Doc.
Hey, man, first off, man, peace to all y'all, man. It's good to see y'all. I want to get a maybe Slip, if Lonzo, if you can arrange for all of us to one day we all link up, bring.
The heck was that? Oh, I'm on.
That's Lonzo got the bootleg going on, man. The Fisher Price shit, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Slip, you remember you used to call that nigga Lawrence's girlfriend Goo? Goob or some shit like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we had jokes. Go ahead, Twin. No, we was listening to you, Twin. Go on, man.
Hey.
Twin said something. I don't know what happened. I was gonna say, man, I had a blast. I had a blast doing the album.
Yeah, that shit sound janky. Say something quick. Yep. Talk. The hell? Oh, you see, you on my, hold on real quick.
Who's talking now? I don't even know who's speaking right now. Is anybody speaking? Or just me? Somebody got dial-up.
It's on you, Doc.
Go on, Twin.
Slip, go ahead.
Is you doing this on dial-up, Lonzo?
Fuck you.
I said, is you on dial-up, man? This is a 56K shit. You got the motor. You got the nigga shit sound simpy, man. What's up, man?
Oh my god.
I hear you, Slip. Shit, you on the air.
I'm just saying, man. This shit is janky.
I give you fine.
Goddamn rolling delay on this shit, man.
Chill, go ahead, Doc.
Hey, Lonzo, you on them ADAT still? You got to line up the tapes, bro.
Huh?
You still using ADATs, man?
I got an ADAT machine too, goddammit.
Right, I could tell your video was hooked up to your ADAT machine.
Ain't that
one of the tapes is off.
I'm mute.
Hey, man, I just want to say, man. Yeah, I just say, like I said before, man, it's a pleasure. You know what I mean, to see each other, you know what I mean, and man, everybody be safe. You know, we live to see the world the way it's set up. But there's bullshit or not, you know what I'm saying? Let's be safe, you know what I'm saying? So we can be here and this shit blow over, we can look up. Like Jolly Joe said, you know what I'm saying? Because this show would be good to slap five with y'all, man. You know, have a little sip, break bread, eat a couple of sandwiches or something. You know what I mean? Your boy chill. Oh, and I'm still working too. I still got beats. I got albums out there right now. I'm still cracking. Go check out Forehead on YouTube. It's not.
All right, folks. In the meantime, folks, we out of here. Till next time, baby. Much love, folks.
Peace.
Peace.